65 will be closed in each direction during the overnight hours of 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. Central Time through mid-April. These lane closures are for median work to install maintenance of traffic items for future phases of construction in the area. Construction will be ongoing through late fall and will include the following projects: bridge superstructure replacement at the Yeoman Ditch south of Highway 114, bridge deck overlays on County Road 1000 West and Buncombe Road, and pipe lining at the ramp from Highway 114 to southbound I-65. The County Road 1000 West and County Road 600 South bridges over I-65 will mean the roadway will close during work in those locations, with local detours posted. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Tax season doesn't have to be stressful. At Krause & Company, they make tax returns simple, accurate, and worry-free. Whether you're an individual, a small business owner, or self-employed, their experienced tax professionals find every deduction you deserve while keeping you compliant. Skip the guesswork and the late-night stress. Let Krause & Company handle the numbers so you can focus on what matters most. Call 219-866-8214. That's 219-866-8214 today. Follow them on Facebook. Krause & Company. Trusted tax preparation done right.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
92-year-old Tom Korniak of Rensselaer passed away on February 22nd. Friends may call today from 9 a.m. until noon Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral Mass for Tom Korniak will be held immediately following at noon today at St. Augustine Catholic Church. Interment will follow at Mount Calvary Cemetery, Rensselaer, with full military rites. Memorials may be made to Gabalt School for Boys or St. Augustine Catholic Church. Jackson Funeral Chapel entrusted with the arrangements. 54-year-old Sergio Perez of Rensselaer passed away on February 27th. Visitation will be today from 10 a.m. until noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Sergio Perez will be held today at noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Burial to follow at Mount Calvary Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the family. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the Perez family at SteinkeFuneralHome.com. 95-year-old Robert Sear of Wheatfield passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be held at Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott on Friday, March 6th from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. Funeral services for Robert Sear will follow immediately at 11 a.m. Friday with Pastor Brett Sekoyak officiating. Interment will follow at Calumet Park Cemetery, Maryville at 1 o'clock. Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott has been entrusted with the arrangements. 84-year-old Alan Fleming of Rensselaer passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be on Saturday, March 7th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Alan Fleming will follow at noon Central on Saturday with Pastor Jeff Seeger officiating. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 71-year-old Ron Christensen of Morocco passed away on February 25th. The family of Ron Christensen is planning a celebration of life open house on Saturday, March 7th from 2 until 8 p.m. at 839 East 250 North, Morocco. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Purdue Institute for Cancer Research. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the cremation arrangements. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Rensselaer Iron and Metal.
Showers on and off expected throughout the entire day today. Dense, heavy fog this morning, so drive safely. Take your time. Dense fog expected till about 3 o'clock this afternoon with a high of 53. Tonight, areas of fog expected as well, otherwise cloudy skies and a low of 26. Friday, got a chance for some showers, patchy fog before noon, otherwise cloudy, but a high up to 73. Friday night, expect showers, even a thunderstorm with a low around 60. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely early, then a chance for thunderstorms later till noon with a high near 66. Cloudy Saturday night with a low of 36.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome. It's nice to have you here. I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
Theater of the absurd.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Welcome to Touhyville.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I'll shoot you up.
No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world.
Welcome, my friend, to the show that never ends.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Touhyville with Steve Touhy and Cheryl Touhy.
Yeah, that's just too much Touhy, isn't it?
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass stands a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Last short, don't get your money's worth. Radio show, it happened out, you gotta see the show. It's an animal, you gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
Welcome to Touhyville for the 5th day of March 2026. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the incredible for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I would be your host, Steve Touhy. Joining me for all the fun, Dave Becker. Good morning, Dave. How are you?
Hey, Steve. Boy, that brings back the memories.
Dave is in for Cheryl this morning, who is in Washington, D.C., wrapped up her stuff last night. I may talk a little bit about her evening last night, but I want to save some stuff for her for tomorrow. But Dave and I did we worked together for many years.
Yes.
At in Kankakee, Illinois, in radio. But did an afternoon talk show together for a couple of years till it met its demise. So not due to either one of our faults.
No,
you know?
that's the vagaries of radio.
Yeah,
and those that always know better than us.
Yes, I have. I've talked over the years about some of it, but that was some of the strangest meetings I've ever had. So with that show, I was brought from Ottawa, Illinois to Kankakee, Illinois to do an afternoon talk show. That was Ottawa was where I created the Touhyville concept and show and all that stuff. I brought it to Kankakee, talked about the plan for it. If I remember right, I'm not even sure the radio station had a website at the time, but I did. I had touhyville.com at the time. And I know the station in Ottawa didn't have one when I got there. And I know that when I was doing a show, I always opened with, I'm on this station, whatever, but everything was about Touhyville, just like it is here. We're in Touhyville. Our listeners are residents of Touhyville. It's my mom made up little thing. So when I got to Kankakee, I told them all this. It was all, and they said, great, wonderful. After the first week of shows, I got called into the office and I was told, okay, we're going to call the show the WKN afternoon show with Steve Touhy. And I went, it's been Touhyville for a week. It's the Touhyville show. Like, what's the difference? Like, call it the Touhyville show on WKN if you want. Like, what's the difference? Well, we were talking about it, and if you left, we'd have to change the name. And I'm like, if I leave, you still have to change the name. It can't be the WKN afternoon show with Steve Touhy anymore.
That's the greatest hello, my name is right on name badge you ever got for a radio show.
Right. Right. So I just went, okay. At that point, I've already left my other job. I've come there. That was just one of multiple things. I know when I came there, one of the things that they brought up to me was they were going to put a billboard in Kankakee for the show. I should have known better. It was radio, and I didn't care. That was just also kind of like an ego thing. Like, oh, that'll be neat to drive by, which, now I have. So, so we have it here. It was, and I should say, it didn't go up, I don't think, until I bought the stations, but it was in the works before I got the stations. It was planned to have the billboard up when this was back when Chrissy and I were doing the show. We got a billboard up on the side of the road there, but it was right after we won the morning show award here. So that was one of the odd meetings. So then after a little while of doing the show, they wanted me to be political like the morning show was. And the morning show was my old partner. And I'm like, no, I'm not good at that. I don't know how to do that. So they forced it. You have to do some politics. I said, okay. So I went in that afternoon and I said, okay, we're going to talk politics today. I don't know how, but I had a meeting that told me that I have to talk politics. So we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try and get political. So I did, and then the next morning I had a meeting about not talking about meetings on the radio. So this was all the same show. So then I went on that afternoon and I said, okay, I had a meeting about not talking about meetings. So today I don't have to be as political anymore. So they said, it's not really you. I'm like, I know. So yeah, there were a lot of strange meetings there. I remember getting called in to the office, and throughout the years, people don't do them as much anymore, but we used to do like Saturday Night Live type fake commercials and things.
Right.
And,
parodies.
Yeah, parody commercials. And so I got called in, and he said, one of the things you need to stop doing is playing that gas commercial, the one where the dad passes gas and all the kids are making fun of him. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking. Like, are you listening to my show? I don't think I did that. I know the creative stuff I come up with. And thankfully, in the meeting, our old program director, God rest his soul, Brendan Michaels, was in the room. So he goes, hold on a second. He goes in his office and sends an email to our general manager, Bob, at the time. And
Bob?
yes. And who was Mr. Carlson. He was Mr. Carlson in looks, in act. Like, I really think he would have done the promotion dropping the turkeys and was sure that it would work. Yeah. Dropped a guy out of an airplane for a promotion, but
and I could probably tell you where in Kankakee a very large stone is probably still there from the Kiss My Blarney Stone promotion.
So
they left it at the storage place.
Did they really?
So if you want to send a bill for storage for that thing for the last, I don't know, years, that's where this large green rock is. I got paid overtime to paint that rock.
Did you really?
No.
So when I left Ottawa to come to Kankakee, I wasn't even officially started working yet. That was the first thing I went to, was the Kiss My Blarney Stone event.
Yep.
And I was there broadcasting, and of course, I've been doing radio for a long time, so they just thought, be a part of the remote. Here's the phone. And I mean, I was on another station 2 days ago. It was inevitable. I started doing a remote, and I mentioned the wrong station right out of the box.
I think that's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
I mean, I was filling in once at a country station in Joliet, and you do mornings 3 times a year. You slide into bad habits, and and that's a forecast. Looking at this, and that's a forecast. And I gave the wrong one, and I was like, oh man.
When I was starting off,
still the same weather.
Right. Just a different station. Yeah. When I was starting off, I was doing mornings Monday through Friday on one station and Saturday mornings on another. And I more than once started driving to the wrong one on a morning because you're just not with it. But also for about half the show on Saturday morning was giving out the phone number to the other radio station for a call-in talk show. That was not good.
Yeah, if you could see the board in most radio stations, it's really big and it's printed on giant paper right there so everybody can see this is our call. It's not because, we want to, promote it. It's because we forget it.
Right.
It's almost like putting your name in your underwear.
Yeah. Well, there used to be a dry erase board up on the wall behind you. And that's where we'd put all those little notes and things like, don't forget this, make sure you mention this. So, and there did used to be a bunch of Post-its over here. now over the years, it's just me, that has to remember these things. So I'm like, okay, everybody else has now they open up a note in their computer, and that's where all the stuff is for them.
Plus,
so.
nobody's moving your stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Which was a thing. And
when
you have multiple jocks, it's like, what happened to my headphones? I set them here.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's my everyday. And Cheryl learned this when she started doing the show with me. And I used to do the same thing with Chrissy. Every day after the show, I gather our headphones, gather our folder with all of our notes, and those go in my office. And then they come in first thing in the morning.
The show Bible.
Yes. Just keep it all together. Let's all move it. Because I came in multiple mornings and my headphone adapter's broken. The wires are run over. They're clipped. Nope, no more.
Yeah.
Everybody gets their own, and you take care of them. And that. Look, you came in with your own headphones on fill-in day. You brought your own. Like it's a thing.
Yeah. I had to have a pair that worked because I'm a lot deeper than I used to be in the old days. So
me too. I have stuff so loud. Cheryl's got to have, and you now have your own little volume over there.
Yeah.
Because she turns it down so low. There's times that I go to play a soundbite and she's like, wait, I got to turn it up. Because me talking is too much, which may be part of our divorce. But she's like, I need you to be lower. You can't. But I need to be loud in my head.
You just might want to warn Cheryl because I got this thing maxed out
Cranked
right
out,
now.
yeah.
So.
And I can go up more on my side. I have it down for her because she has it very low and she can just hear me. But she can almost more hear me just talking in the room than she turns it up when we have calls and things like that.
And I like that bouncing echo thing that goes through your head as it's up that loud. Because that many years of wearing headphones and all the rest, it helps me be immersive.
Right.
Ooh, I used a big word.
Yeah.
But I'm here, I'm in it, and music's loud, and now you get to see DJs dancing to the music and singing along, and you're like, woof.
I know. Well, I know we're on video. This is new for you for the radio side.
Yeah.
Of it,
Yeah.
So, and when Cheryl started doing the show, we weren't doing the show on Facebook and YouTube live right away. But what we started doing was doing it from her day one on video. We just recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all she knew. She was just like, oh, that's how we do it. And she just got used to it. And then we flipped it to where the show is live all day, on the whole time. So going back, and I'm sure we'll tend to do this throughout the program, going back to the gas meeting story.
Yes.
So he goes into his office, emails him a thing. He goes, is this the gas commercial you're talking about that Steve does? And he plays, he goes, yes. Turns out it was a PSA against smoking.
This should be yours, Bob.
And I went, okay, I will gladly play less of that PSA. We're going to need some more commercials in my show.
Hey, we should talk to that salesman. We won't know. We had that story yesterday. Right. We probably shouldn't go.
Yeah, no, I don't. And I'm like, listen, it's and that was also you were only allowed into the show for half of the show,
right.
And which I never understood. I've had that argument with a couple of different, GMs over the years. When I first got here, Chrissy, who did the show with me, she was allowed to come in for 2 segments a day. And now, granted, I was playing a lot more music. Mm-hmm. So she would go and do other work while the songs were playing. But I just kept pushing that a little bit more until all of a sudden she was just here the whole show. And that was, and it made for a better show. So, but in the meantime, when I was talking about needing commercials, when you're in a room, as people heard yesterday, when you're talking to yourself for 3 hours, or for 2 hours, you need some commercial breaks. There's got to be a break to go breathe, drink coffee, go to the bathroom, whatever.
That's probably two-sided. The listener's probably like, all right.
Right.
We need a pause for the cause.
Right.
And let's hear about gas.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure, residents of Touhyville this morning are thankful that you're here because they're like, listen,
we'll see how they feel in a couple hours.
He's fine. He needs to talk to people. He can't just be there talking to metal. It's weird.
When I did mornings, everybody's like, how did you do that? Well, and I never had any lights on. You're very bright in here.
Mm-hmm.
All I had was a small lamp that looks like the one in the Pixar movies.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
on my desk at home.
Oh,
in my
nice.
home studio. Been on every studio I've ever been in. But I turned all lights off. The keyboards, and that's it. Just the lights of the board.
Mm-hmm.
And that little glow, and people will look through the window. Was even in there?
Yeah.
But I'd play to my reflection in the window.
Okay.
So you had something to bounce the ideas off.
Mhm.
That goes back to one of our early bosses. Who's your muse? Who's your muse? Who do you see when you open the mic? Is it a man? Is it a woman? Who are you speaking to? And you know who I'm talking about right now. And who are you speaking to? And that's and that's all radio about radio. And they teach you how to speak so that you're speaking to people. So you're trying to not talk down or talk at listeners. Touhyville's a place. We want you to enjoy your visit at the place, and you're welcome to be part of the place. So we speak to you, not. And here, announcery things are saved for announcers.
Yeah,
you're not an announcer.
No, no, I'm not. I never have been. No, that's why. I mean, I've always wanted to be a comic first, and just happen to be on the radio. You know, it's like,
an outlet for all of that. You know, and if you've never met Steve, you should go to some place where he's live, because I'm going to tell you, I never laughed so hard as I have working with Steve in the afternoon. We would get on tangents. I won't even get into You Light Up My Life.
I do remember that one. Yep.
That one we went crazy with. And even on that same tangent, something for you and Cheryl to consider: breaking your fake Guinness World Record of most Smarties eaten with chopsticks on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah, I tried to find Smarties. They're hard to find now. Otherwise, I brought you a big bag of Smarties.
No, I have the certificate somewhere here at the station too. I remember I brought it in because you made me what looks very.
I took
much
a real
like
one back in the old days of Photoshop.
Yes,
and we it was weird. Do you know where the Guinness World Record book came from?
I actually do, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was the beer people. They were trying to settle a bet about birds or something, and they were arguing over pints of Guinness now.
Yep.
And they said, all right. And then they started getting a compendium together of all of these wonderful little facts, and they just said, all right, and now beer.
Well, I mean, that's like when you hear about restaurants with the Michelin stars. That started with Michelin wanted people to drive more to restaurants and use the tires up.
Yeah.
So they would give the stars to restaurants that were further away. So
go to the far-flung places to try them.
That's how it started. So
they got a great ham sandwich.
Today is multiple personality day, by the way. Name tag day. Which I was talking about this with Tony, who filled in on Monday and Tuesday. I know I've done something in the settings this week while Cheryl's been gone, because our names usually pop up on the bottom here while we're talking, which, it's not as important when it's Cheryl and I, because it's the same every day.
And your pictures are right here.
So that's true. That makes it a lot easier for people to know who we are. And if you're watching, our names are right underneath us. So. But I got to figure out why our names aren't there right now, because especially on name tag day, we should have our name on our video.
Hello, my name is.
Right. So people know when they tune in. Today is Absinthe Day, Cheese Doodle Day, Hospitalist Day, Potty Dance Day. In case you got to go, just go. Just start doing the dance. Poutine Day.
Poutine. All right.
Yeah. Real Film Day. As well, REEL. So I'm sure it's got something to do with movies and such. So, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up our poll question from yesterday, get into today's poll question, and as the morning goes on, get to know Dave a little bit, so you guys know who's here and hanging out with me. And I'm sure it'll probably be a lot of memories throughout the show today, which I enjoy. So nobody go anywhere. Thanks for getting up with us this morning here in Touhyville.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Home Improvement Guru. We're in the lightning round. The winner of this round will be the grand prize winner. So let's go. Wood Hardware Store has been serving Rensselaer and the surrounding area with a goal of being your one-stop shop for all of your home improvement needs since 1987. Bill.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber?
Correct. Who has a great selection of name brand hand and power tools, paint, plumbing supplies, doors, and windows. Susie.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer?
Correct. Our final question. If you call 219-204-2140 when you're looking for help with a project, they can refer you to the right person for the job. Joe.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber?
Correct. Looks like we're out of time, but with Kim's Hardware and Lumber, you're always a winner because from the roof to the basement, Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer has you covered. Open 7 days a week.
Jasper County REMC is a non-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles, autonomy and independence. Jasper County REMC is an autonomous, self-help organization controlled by their members. If they enter into agreements with other organizations, including governments, or raise capital from external sources, they do so on terms that ensure democratic control by their members and maintain their cooperative autonomy. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you got to build your business. We had to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
My name is Dustin. I'm the head designer for Cody James, and this is Behind the Design with Boot Barn. The Cody James boots are made in Leon, which is known as the cowboy boot capital of the world because of their long history of making handcrafted cowboy boots. As far back as the 1700s, they've been making quality boots. So those craftsmen, artisans are literally passing down those skills from generation to generation. Cody James, only at Boot Barn.
We'll admit, we've already thrown in the towel on the New Year's resolution.
But one healthy new habit we're sticking with is Active Liver from New Nordic. Did you know your liver works around the clock processing food, sugar, alcohol, and everyday toxins? All things that can really impact your health.
That's why daily support matters. Active Liver is designed to help protect normal liver function and support your body's natural detox process.
Active Liver is available online at Amazon or in stores at CVS, Meijer Grocery, Wegmans, and now at your local GNC.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like 2 delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Kevin Matthews. You don't know who I am, but you probably know who Steve and Cheryl is. This is where they live in Touhyville. Touhyville is a very unusual place, and you're part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we start our daily broadcast.
I want to be a DJ.
You do? Woo!
I'm just joking around. Would you sell your sense of humor?
All right. So, okay, no, that's the radio.
Good morning.
Oh, no, it isn't.
I said morning.
This attitude of yours.
That's what happens on a Thursday.
I thought it might be nice to start the show with a special message.
You are very special.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve and Dave with you here on a Thursday morning. Dave Becker, former co-host with me, former host of his own program over multiple stations and years. A radio veteran. That's a better way to put it.
That works.
Yeah, radio veteran.
That works.
Hanging out with us this morning in for Cheryl. Cheryl says she's hanging out watching us as she eats her breakfast in Washington, D.C. So good morning, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. I wore a bright colored shirt just in your honor today. I was looking through and it's like, yeah, I need to wear something bright and cheerful.
Well, in red. I mean, that's yeah, she's all about that. Yeah. So, of course, all three of us worked together for a time in Kankakee as well. So, portion of the show today brought to us by George A. Memorial Healthcare in Brook. Offering a spectrum of personalized services, whether it's short-term rehab or long-term care. Each resident experiences a tailored approach to their health care and well-being. Visit georgeaid.org. Also got to mention our friends over at Lisa's Candy Shop in Hoopston. Lisa's Candy Shop and General Store in downtown Hoopston is your place for old time, like well, I hate to say old time, but nostalgic candy from back when we were younger. Bottled soda, Amish popcorn, and more. Check it out at Lisa's Candy Shop on Facebook, or just visit them 109 East Main Street in downtown Hoopston, Illinois. More than a store, just a destination. And also, going the nostalgia route, they're working on adding an old-time arcade into the candy shop, which I think is really cool. Yeah, that's fantastic. So Becky says good morning, and Debbie says good morning. I love Smarties. She says you can get them at the general store. I bet you can get them at Lisa's Candy Shop.
I bet you can. I just couldn't. I'm like, all right, but you can get like gummy Smart. I'm like, that's not the same thing.
Right. No. This was
those the ones that are like little mini Tums.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sour Tums is what they are.
Right.
And then in the tubes, and then it would have been a great bit now because you have video, but Steve did this when we didn't have video.
But
How good is your radio when you're able to do that and still have excitement? I called the race and he's just chowing down with chopsticks on Smarties. That's fantastic.
So that was and I remember when we did this, it was so David Blaine had done a thing where he was going to be in a box for 48 hours and it was supposed to be a Guinness World Record, and he didn't do it. But it was all over the news and everything. And I went, well, I want the publicity of not breaking a world record too. I can not break a world record. So we tried to find something we could do. And we came up with, through going through the Guinness Book of World Records, eating as a certain number of Smarties. I forget how many you had to do with chopsticks in a minute. So we did this on the radio. I have pictures somewhere. You did take pictures with a real camera. so I have pictures somewhere. It wasn't even a digital camera. I think it was one of those old throwaway cameras. So I printed pictures somewhere of this, but we did we had it observed by a photocopied photo of Sir Alec Guinness.
Yes.
As a representative of Guinness.
Yes.
And we did this thing on the radio. But that was, it's funny when I think back at the imagery of radio. I did a few different things on radio that I had a lot of fun with when I went to Kankakee. I had I remember when I had a couple of the salespeople do a hula hoop contest in the studio on hula hoop day to see who could do it longer. One of my favorites was I had a sales manager back when we were doing the show. They did a broadcast from a farm, and the sales manager did the play-by-play, if you will, of milking a cow on the radio. Now you think Alec Baldwin's sweaty balls was filthy on the radio. Listening to a man describe how someone else was milking a cow on the radio may have been the filthiest radio I've ever heard in my life. Somewhere.
Where was the meeting for that?
Right. That was okay. Yeah. Somewhere I have the soundbite of him, and it's like, and you grab at the top and you slowly pull down. And
I think you used that soundbite the rest of the time you were
I'm sure
there.
I did. I'm sure
was
that
a
I did.
keeper.
Yeah. And that's where I came up with on Fridays. I used to take and I don't even remember what I used to call it, but I used to take a bunch of, now this is back when I had more time on my hands doing a show like that. I used to take things that all of us said on all the shows on that talk radio station on WKN, and I would take sound bites out of context to music. And there were so many things that if you catch yourself throughout a week saying, I mean, we now, whenever that happens, we put them on YouTube and on Reels and TikToks. A couple of weeks ago, Cheryl was talking about the seasons and how, there's a time in the fall into winter, when all the trees are, all the leaves fall off. And she described them, when all the trees, are naked and sticky.
And there was a raised eyebrow. That's it. Highlight reel.
Absolutely. I'm like, oh, that gotta put that one on TikTok. Yeah, that's. And then she kept trying to get the knapsack off, and she just kept going, no, I mean like stick and like I'm like, forget it. It's okay.
It's when they're innocent is when they're the best. Because
yeah.
it's like the first thing they teach you in cowboy school when you're in a hole, stop digging.
Right. Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, Steve's not going to stop. He's going.
No, it was
get you a bigger
beautiful.
shovel.
It was so fun. Yes. Yeah. So our poll question yesterday, I'm not going to go through all of them, but thank you to everybody that jumped on and answered. So going back many, many years, I am not into college basketball. It's just not my thing. So it's fine. I'll turn on a game here and there. And, I know it's a big deal here with Purdue and IU and, and I'll watch a few games here and there. And when Purdue was going into the Final Four and doing really well, it was exciting and I would watch. But I've always done some kind of tournament madness during the month of March into April. So this year we've decided to do cereal madness. So yesterday our poll question was, tell us your favorite cereals. You guys can keep adding to that because next week Cheryl and I will put together the brackets based on the cereals that you guys added. So we're gonna do cereal madness this year. Last year we were so excited about it. We did McDonald's madness with our folks at the local Ksanovich Umfleet McDonald's, and we went through the entire McDonald's menu, and as you start to get down and you go against each other, you start to realize, well, I really like a lot of stuff at McDonald's. As and I don't think it was a big surprise that fries won, but it was close.
Did you ever read the Morgan? Was it Spurlock, the guy who did Super Size Me?
Yeah.
In that book, he writes that if you go to McDonald's a lot, you're considered the name for you is a heavy user.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the title for that.
Yeah.
And I lived to that title for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised fries won.
Yeah. Fries were the number one. It was
not the McRib though, huh?
No, it was in there. And I'm not a big McRib guy. And now McDonald's has become more of a treat for me.
Yeah.
So when I go, I want the stuff that I like want to get that I miss, like the quarter pounder. And, now yesterday for lunch, I had the new Big Arch. So
and?
I love it. So it was new to everybody. March 3rd, our local McDonald's here decided to kick it off a week early.
Yeah,
so
I had one last week too.
Yeah, this is my second. So yeah,
I'll give this a dance.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, it was messy. Although this may sound odd. Okay,
not from you.
No, but most burger lovers, if they accidentally put bacon on there, would be so happy. I actually don't like bacon on my burger.
All right.
I like bacon and eggs, BLT, but I got back here to the station and I was going to eat at my desk and I go, there's bacon sticking out of this thing. Now, someone there was probably like, oh, and I know the woman at the drive-thru recognized me from the radio station. She's like, let's really take care of them. Let's get them bacon. And I appreciate it. I don't like bacon on my burger. So I had to take the bacon off ate the bacon, had no problem eating the bacon by itself, but then I ate the burger.
I think bacon's part of the Big Arch.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it wasn't.
It's bacon, and then the Swiss cheese sauce, and the bigger deals, and the onion sprigs, and all the stuff. But
so
okay.
So the first one I got didn't have
of
bacon, and according to my list, it doesn't have it. But maybe they changed it.
Maybe I'm wrong. There's a lot going on in that burger.
There's a lot there. Yes, absolutely.
But it's I guess the most calories of any burger they've ever had. But you're going to McDonald's, you're treating yourself.
Yes.
Get it with fries.
Oh yeah,
just get the stuff.
Cheryl skipped the fries. She loves fries and ketchup, but that's why she skips it, because she's like, I won't stop, and I won't get to the burger. So, Darlene says, "Good morning. Be safe out there. It's foggy. Yes, it is. It's very foggy out. Just take your time. Slow and steady wins the race." By the way, Kankakee Valley High School on 2-hour delay this morning due to the fog. So. If you go to KV, 2-hour delay for Kankakee Valley. Delays always brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today. Find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business. All right, real quick, I'm just going to throw out the poll question. We'll take another break. Our poll question today is very simple. What are you planning for dinner tonight? It's a Thursday night. It's foggy. It's kind of damp and rainy. What are you doing for dinner tonight? Cooking at home? Takeout? Going out to dinner, leftovers, or whatever we decide is easy later. We'll see what it is later on. So answer the poll question. We'll check in on it in the next hour, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with what's happening and plenty more fun stories from Dave and I over time, and some silly stuff that's going on in the world now. So stick around.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Showers on and off expected throughout the entire day today. Dense, heavy fog this morning, so drive safely. Take your time. Dense fog expected till about 3 o'clock this afternoon with a high of 53. Tonight, areas of fog expected as well, otherwise cloudy skies and a low. Friday, got a chance for some showers. Patchy fog before noon, otherwise cloudy, but a high up to 73. Friday night, expect showers, even a thunderstorm with a low around 60. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely early, then a chance for thunderstorms later till noon with a high near 66. Cloudy Saturday night with a low of 36.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Having your jewelry, coins, and collectibles properly appraised is often one of those projects that just gets backburnered. In the unfortunate event of a loss, however, you are going to want to be comfortable that your documentation is thorough and accurate, and no one is more qualified than Virks Fine Jewelry.
And some of you may not be aware, but Jeff Virk is the only GIA graduate gemologist in residence in the greater Lafayette area.
And Liz and I both are the only International Society of Appraisers members in Lafayette, combined with the only 2 USPAP-compliant appraisers for personal property.
Insurance, liquidation, fair market, divorce, family disbursement, and more. It can sometimes be critical that you have a detailed document prepared by a qualified appraiser.
In these fluid and ever-changing markets, it's more important than ever to make sure your appraisal is up to date and your appraiser is properly trained, credentialed, and current with the latest legislation and standards.
Virks Fine Jewelry checks all of the right boxes for education, training, qualifications, certifications, and experience.
Let Virks Fine Jewelry be your personal jeweler while also offering Lafayette's largest and most complete jewelry store.
Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Virks.com.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster after 4, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen? Mind your business. I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said, mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.
Visit CI Insurance, the 5-time winner of Best Insurance Agency today, with offices in Rensselaer, DeMont, and Lowell. Or visit online at ciinsurance.com.
Touhyville. Now even Touhier.
You're primarily an entertainer on the radio.
We're on the radio.
I love radio.
You're in your car listening to the radio.
I cannot believe this stuff is on the radio.
Yeah.
Good luck in radio.
Yeah.
You were looking for a better channel on the radio.
I wonder if we could have a few words for the radio audience, would you?
If you put that on the radio, people will listen to it. Let's do the show.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy, Dave Becker with you here, hanging out on a delightful Thursday morning. Dave is in for Cheryl, who is out in Washington, D.C., enjoying her last morning there. She'll be flying back today with plenty of stories for tomorrow. Portions of the show today brought to us by Virks Fine Jewelry, creating dreams and memories through knowledgeable and creative custom jewelry design. Let them turn your ideas into wearable pieces of art. Visit them at the corner of 18th and Main in Lafayette. Visit Virks.com. Also, got to mention our friends over at Jasper County Community Services. They have so many great things going on for those 55 and over in our area. Go and like Jasper County Community Services on Facebook. Just taking a look at their March calendar, looking at some different things. If you look at next week, they have at the Rensselaer Senior Center, you've got word puzzles on Monday, and then a preventative health seminar. You got Seniors in Motion, and then bingo on Tuesday. National Nutrition Month, they kick off with coffee and chit chat, and then play cards on Wednesday. Seniors in Motion again on Thursday. They also have grief support and bunco on Thursdays, and then they do a hot breakfast on Friday, bingo as well on Fridays. And that's just at the Rensselaer Senior Center. They also have the Fozzie Senior Center. Today at the Rensselaer Senior Center at noon, they'll be playing Never Have I Ever. So that should be, it's a fun way to get to know friends and get new friends and fellowship and all that cool stuff. So so head over to the Rensselaer Senior Center or the Fozzie Center and follow both on Facebook, Jasper County Community Services. All right. Let's see here. I think I did this back when we did the show together. This is what's happening. This is my little David Letterman monologue thing. This is my jokey jokes, as I like to call it. All right, let's see what's happening. Today is National Multiple Personality Day. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Might be. I'm not sure. We should check. Okay. Today is also National Cheese Doodle Day. Unfortunately, most people that are willing to celebrate Cheese Doodle Day are probably too high to realize it's Cheese Doodle Day. We were going to do something today. What was today? I forget. Cuba is on the verge of collapse. Well, yeah, probably because he hasn't done anything since Jerry Maguire. Oh, not that Cuba. Okay. A little joke multiple choice for you. The U.S. shut embassies in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia due to threats from A, Iran, B, Yemen, or C, Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf, I think, is the problem there. Yeah. California Highway Patrol dog detected $2 million in cocaine. Last time a nose sniffed that much cocaine, it was attached to Charlie Sheen's face. Thank you. Singer Eddie Grant turned 78 today. Of course, we all know he rocked down to Electric Avenue. After that, though, his career never went any higher. He never took it any higher. Never. That was it. That was the road. Twisted Sister will tour now with Sebastian Bach on vocals after Dee Snider retired due to health reasons. It remains to be seen whether or not his fans are going to take it. We will take it. We are going to take it. And lastly, country singer Brantley Gilbert is promoting a non-alcoholic beer. Seems a little weird for country music. Just saying. Next thing you know, his girlfriend won't leave him. They'll drive around in a Japanese truck, and they'll be doing it on paved roads in New York City. This will be a whole new country kind of a plan. So, all right, we're having fun here on a Thursday morning. Thank you guys so much for getting up and hanging out with us. Coming up in the next hour, Dave and I are going to just kind of take a trot down memory lane, and I'm going to let you guys get to know Dave a little bit and just hang out with us and have some fun. Also check in on the poll question. So stick around. We'll take a break. Come back. We got Frank with sports and Find the Big Deal with Striker Man Till. Don't go anywhere.
Jasper County REMC is a not-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles is concern for community. While focusing on member needs, cooperatives work for the sustainable development of their communities through policies accepted by their members. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
Hi, this is Cole Reisner. What are your insurance needs and how can we help? At Gutwein & Reisner Insurance Agency, we always put our customers first. By listening to your needs, we can offer the right protection for you. Whether it's home, auto, crop, business, or farm insurance, Gutwein & Reisner Insurance Agency is there for you with personalized service through Indiana Farmers Insurance. Contact us at 219-866-5854 or visit us on the Courthouse Square along the bricks on Harrison Street.
Glatzpa Pharmacy is your neighborhood pharmacist. At Glatzpa, Angie and her team go above and beyond and are there to answer all of your questions with knowledge and care to keep your family at their healthiest or to help your family get nursed back to health. Glatzpa Pharmacy is about more than just medication refills. They carry beautiful gift items and collectibles, including candles, balloons, toys, and greeting cards. Check out Glatzpa's wide variety of CBD and daily vitamin supplements. Need your annual flu or COVID vaccine to stay healthy this season? Call for your appointment today. Visit Glatzpa Pharmacy at 500 South Grand Street in Fowler or visit online at glatzpapharmacy.com. Glatzpa Pharmacy, their family caring for yours.
When it's time for harvest, you have days, not weeks, to get your grain out of the field and safely stored. That's why Chester Agricultural Systems and Brock Grain Storage Bins are built to deliver day-to-day reliability and long-lasting durability to protect your crop and your investment. Smart recommendations, reliable service, and trusted relationships. It's what being a Brock dealer is all about. At Chester Ag Systems in North Judson, their support is as strong as their steel. doing whatever it takes to protect your crop and keep your farming operation working without problems. Rock solid means your grain storage, handling, conditioning, and structures will stand up to the challenge. And Chester Ag Systems is always here to help you grow. Call 574-896-5600. That's 574-896-5600. Or visit chesterinc.com.
Looking for quality, affordable childcare close to home? At Appletree and Rensselaer, we're now enrolling children ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Your child will thrive in a safe, loving, and fun environment designed for learning and growth, right here in our rural community. Experienced staff, low tuition, and flexible hours that work for your family. Call us today at 219-206-1542.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait, and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
97.7 FM, WLQI, Rensselaer.
This check of news brought to us by the Nice Law Firm. Visit nicelawfirm.com. Here's Russ Martin.
Rensselaer's Redevelopment Commission purchased the property at the corner of Cullen and Clark Street just off Highway 114, and the partially built structure that was there has been razed. They will be selling this piece of ground. Mayor Jeff Phillips has more information.
When they purchased that with the idea of eventually selling that piece of property to someone else who would like to see some commercial development in that area. We're looking for someone who's interested in building there that to be utilized for business purposes.
If you have questions, Mayor Phillips said,
contact the building commissioner's office at 219-866-2311. If they have any questions about the property itself, we're going to accept bids on this property, and we'll open them up at our April 6th Rensselaer Redevelopment Commission meeting.
to view the city legal notice about the property, go to cityofrensselaerin.com and scroll down to the recent news section. In the follow-up stories about the death of Denise Baird, wife of 4th District Congressman Jim Baird, one source stated that in the crash the couple were in on January 5th, the driver of the second vehicle was blamed for what took place in the report, but was not cited or charged with a crime. Mrs. Baird was in the hospital for a week before being dismissed, and her family said that she had been continuing to recover. The incident took place in West Virginia as the Bairds were driving back to Washington, D.C. A law enforcement official said their investigation did not reveal anything more than an accident had taken place. A crash report stated the second vehicle that was passing the Baird SUV cut in front of their vehicle, causing the SUV to enter the median and become airborne, with one witness saying the vehicle flipped 4 times. Mrs. Baird, who was driving, needed to be extricated. Weather and alcohol were ruled out as being a cause of what took place. Governor Mike Braun honored Indiana University football coach Curt Cignetti for his inspirational leadership and service to the state of Indiana with the 2026 Sachem Award, Indiana's highest honor. The governor also awarded every member of the undefeated 2025 championship-winning Indiana Hoosiers football team with the Sagamore of the Wabash, accepted by Coach Cignetti and IU President Pamela Whitten. The Sachem Award is reserved for individuals who have profoundly shaped Indiana through character, leadership, and service. Only one such award is presented by the governor per year. Indiana Department of Transportation has announced there will be overnight lane closures on I-65 between State Road 14 or the Fair Oaks exit and US 231, the Remington exit, starting on or after Monday, March 9th. The left lane of I-65 will be closed in each direction during the overnight hours of 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. Central Time through mid-April. These lane closures are for median work to install maintenance of traffic items for future phases of construction in the area. Construction will be ongoing through late fall and will include the following projects: bridge superstructure replacement at the Yeoman Ditch south of Highway 114, bridge deck overlays on County Road 1000 West and Buncombe Road, and pipe lining at the ramp from Highway 114 to southbound I-65. The County Road 1000 West and County Road 600 South bridges over I-65 will mean the roadway will close during work in those locations, with local detours posted. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Need trusted legal help in Indiana? The Nice Law Firm has been fighting for Hoosiers since 1992 in family law, personal injury, criminal defense, estate planning, real estate, business law, and more. And now, Ned Totter, longtime Rensselaer attorney, has joined the Nice Law Firm as they expand to Jasper and the surrounding counties. With decades of success in injury, family, real estate, and criminal matters, Ned's local know-how strengthens an already powerful team. Whether you're facing a tough legal fight or planning for the future, the attorneys at the Nice Law Firm are there to guide you with skill, compassion, and results you can trust. Contact the Nice Law Firm at nicelawfirm.com or call 317-NICE-LAW.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
92-year-old Tom Korniak of Rensselaer passed away on February 22nd. Friends may call today from 9 a.m. until noon Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral Mass for Tom Korniak will be held immediately following at noon today at St. Augustine Catholic Church. Interment will follow at Mount Calvary Cemetery, Rensselaer, with full military rites. Memorials may be made to Gabalt School for Boys or St. Augustine Catholic Church. Jackson Funeral Chapel entrusted with the arrangements. 54-year-old Sergio Perez of Rensselaer passed away on February 27th. Visitation will be today from 10 a.m. until noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Sergio Perez will be held today at noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Burial to follow at Mount Calvary Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the family. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the Perez family at SteinkeFuneralHome.com. 95-year-old Robert Sear of Wheatfield passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be held at Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott on Friday, March 6th from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. Funeral services for Robert Sear will follow immediately at 11 a.m. Friday with Pastor Brett Zakowiak officiating. Interment will follow at Calumet Park Cemetery, Maryville at 1 o'clock. Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott has been entrusted with the arrangements. 84-year-old Alan Fleming of Rensselaer passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be on Saturday, March 7th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Alan Fleming will follow at noon Central on Saturday with Pastor Jeff Seeger officiating. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 71-year-old Ron Christensen of Morocco passed away on February 25th. The family of Ron Christensen is planning a celebration of life open house on Saturday, March 7th from 2 until 8 p.m. at 839 East 250 North, Morocco. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Purdue Institute for Cancer Research. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the cremation arrangements. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Showers on and off expected throughout the entire day today. Dense, heavy fog this morning, so drive safely. Take your time. Dense fog expected till about 3 o'clock this afternoon with a high of 53. Tonight, areas of fog expected as well, otherwise cloudy skies and a low of 26. Friday, got a chance for some showers, patchy fog before noon, otherwise cloudy, but a high up to 73. Friday night, expect showers, even a thunderstorm with a low around 60. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely early, then a chance for thunderstorms later till noon, with a high near 66. Cloudy Saturday night with a low of 36.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. It's brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
Pleasant. Good Thursday. Here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. Last night, the second consecutive night of opening round sectional play in the IHSAA boys basketball tournament locally. In Class 1A Sectional 50, North White sees their season end with a 69-24 loss to host Caston. The nightcap had the Mount Christian advancing, defeating Pioneer 50-36. News involving girls high school basketball recently. The Indiana Coaches of Girls Sports Association announced their all-state teams as 2 Rensselaer Central players were named. Those 2 Lady Bomber players, senior Cammie Rowland selected as second-team All-State and junior Courtney Matthew named third-team All-State. NBA jump-starting a 4-game Western road trip last night. The Pacers fall 130-107 to the Los Angeles Clippers. Pascal Siakam returned to the Pacers lineup after a 3-game absence due to a left wrist sprain. He equaled a game-high 29 points alongside Clippers forward Kawhi Leonard. For the Pacers, it's now 7 straight losses, sliding to the bottom of the Eastern Conference at 15-47. Bulls also tonight begin a Western road trip of their own. The first of 5 games, they'll go up against the Phoenix Suns. Men's college basketball last night, Purdue closes out the road slate of their regular season, getting past Northwestern 70-66, playing in their home finale. Indiana topples Minnesota 77-47. Also, the final home game of the season for Notre Dame, who loses 86-78 to Stanford. Butler, in their last home game of the season, defeated by Creighton 76-59. MLB Cactus League spring training in Arizona. Cubs win in Phoenix 4-1 over the Milwaukee Brewers. Cubs back in Mesa today, welcoming in the Arizona Diamondbacks. White Sox took yesterday off. They'll gather with the Cleveland Guardians tonight in Glendale. The World Baseball Classic witnessing its first pitch yesterday with pool play in Tokyo, as Australia blanked Chinese Taipei 3-0. Lastly, Notre Dame in the college football world remembering the life of Lou Holtz, the iconic head coach who guided the Fighting Irish to the 1988 National Championship, passed away. His death announced by family yesterday. With 249 total wins, Holtz ranks 10th all-time among Division I FBS coaches. In addition to Notre Dame, Holtz also had stops as a head coach with William & Mary, North Carolina State, Arkansas, Minnesota, and South Carolina. He also had a stop in the NFL as head coach of the New York Jets in 1976, only winning 3 games. But Holtz will be remembered as head coach of the Fighting Irish, spanning 11 seasons from 1986 to 1996, in which their 1988 national title team finished a perfect 12-0. At Notre Dame, Holtz's record was 130-2, third all-time in program wins. Holtz, who was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 2008, was 89. And that's a look at your sports for this Thursday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Let's play Find the Big Deal with Striking Man Till. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. Looking for the price today on boneless and skinless chicken breast and thighs on sale this week at Striking Man Till. 219-866-4104. Let me know the price on that. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Striking Man Till and Touhyville. Good luck.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-566-3062. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-566-3062. That's 800-566-3062. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Congratulations to Julian DeMott. She knew that the chicken breasts and chicken thighs at Shrek and Van Til are on sale this week. Buy one, get one free. Shopping is easier than ever at Shrek and Van Til online, shrekandvantil.com. You get your same prices as you see in the store. Set it up for pickup or delivery, online coupons, reward points, and more. Visit StreckandVanTil.com. Shrek and Van Til, life made simple, food made easy. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card is up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there, comment with the price on the same item, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Shrek and Van Til and Touhyville. Good luck.
Hello? Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Home Improvement Guru. We're in the lightning round. The winner of this round will be the grand prize winner. So let's go. What hardware store has been serving Rensselaer and the surrounding area with the goal of being your one-stop shop for all of your home improvement needs since 1987? Bill.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber?
Correct. Who has a great selection of name brand hand and power tools, paint, plumbing supplies, doors, and windows? Susie.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer?
Correct. Our final question. If you call 219-204-2140 when you're looking for help with a project, they can refer you to the right person for the job. Joe.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber?
Correct. Looks like we're out of time, but with Kim's Hardware and Lumber, you're always a winner because from the roof to the basement, Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer has you covered. Open 7 days a week.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies are better than one.
Well, good morning.
Rise and
sunshine.
I don't understand morning people.
What a glorious day!
Sun shining, birds chirping. We should be able to hit these people.
Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Huh? What?
And what do we want this morning?
A lot of people want coffee.
A lot of it!
I'm gonna need more than coffee.
How about I kick you in the neck?
Okay then. Coffee's fine.
Well, I guess it's that time.
It's about that time.
It's showtime.
Oh, welcome to Touhyville. Having fun here on a Thursday morning. Thank you guys for getting up and hanging out with us here in Touhyville. We appreciate it. Cheryl is in Washington, D.C., getting ready to go. She posted a picture. She's eating her lox and bagel this morning in just an insane hotel room. She got upgraded because she made the guy at the front desk laugh. So, yeah, see, comedy takes you places. So,
there you go.
Speaking of wonderful stays, we want to thank Holiday Inn Express in Rensselaer for putting you up last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It may be rainy. It may be foggy and a difficult drive this morning, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
See, that's right. So that does make you smarter for the radio. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And that place, I asked him when I went in there, I was like, is this new? No, we're just upgraded and everything.
Yeah.
You know, the walk-in shower, the great water pressure, everything was very clean and tidy, and it was a comfortable room, and staff couldn't have been nicer. I mean, and full service. I mean, I showed you the picture.
I love this picture. This is fantastic.
When you want to say we're full service, this is full service. Okay. I'll hold it up to the camera. It's a benefit for the folks, so you just need to go online to look. They have a double toilet paper roll, 2 rolls. Now, I don't know what they thought I ate for dinner last night, but I need 2 of them. But, one hanging one way, one hanging the other way. That's full service.
Everybody's going to be happy.
Everybody's happy.
Listen,
that's awesome.
when I used to joke about that in my stand-up act that some people want it under, some people want it over. I think the best place for it is on the radiator. That's how I grew up. That's
I'm always happy if there is some.
Right?
That's a great place to start that process.
Right? Yeah. So thank you to Diane and all the good folks over there at Holiday Inn Express in Rensselaer. I mean, when they switched over from being the Baymont to Holiday Inn Express, and they did a complete upgrade in the whole place. I mean, they remodeled the whole joint. It's so stinking nice. Yeah, it's
worth a staycation if you're just looking to sneak out for a night.
Really
and say,
is.
You know what? We're going a long way away, and then just pop into the old Holiday Inn Express.
Well, or listen, it's family comes to visit. And it's nice when they visit, but it's also nice when they leave, and you can complain about them a little bit after 7 o'clock. It's like listen,
if Uncle Bob is walking around in his shorts, he should do it in his own room.
That's right.
That's
right.
I'm saying.
Listen,
Bob.
we love going to see our daughter and our grandkids, but our daughter's got 4 children and 2 dogs. So when we stay, we go, we have fun, we'll take everybody to dinner, let's all go. But when it's time for bed, it's nice to have your own place. It's just quiet, your own shower, your own thing. And it's all
a remote that's not sticky.
Right. Yeah.
And I did check that, because they always tell you first thing in a hotel room is check the remote, because it's usually the grimiest thing when you do that.
Yeah.
And theirs were tidy and clean. And you could see that it's the attention to detail. That's what sets it apart.
Yeah, they do a good job. So Holiday Inn Express and Rensselaer, thank you so much for taking care of Dave, who's in for Cheryl. The show today brought to us by Jasper County Fair Association. Dave coming to town last night. I missed the Jasper County Fair board meeting last night. So I'm sure they did fine without me. I'm sure that's
still going to happen. Huh?
I think they did okay.
Postpone the fair. Here.
I'm sure they did fine without me being there. I don't say much anyway. This is my second year being on the board, and I just kind of sit and listen. And when they vote and everybody else says yay, I go yay. And then they, so I just, so coming up, we got bingo coming up on the 15th at the Jasper County Fairgrounds, and then March 20th and 22nd, you got an indoor yard sale going on March 20th and 22nd. Go like and follow the Jasper County Fair Association on Facebook to find out all the cool stuff that they have going on there at the Jasper County Fair Association in Rensselaer. Also got to mention our friends over at Supercuts, who I've been saying all week I'm going to run over and get a haircut. Now I think I got to push it to next week because on Monday and Tuesday they have $19 haircuts in Rensselaer, and then $10 off color any day of the week at the Rensselaer location for Supercuts. Also, they're looking for a stylist. Visit jobs.supercuts.com. All right. So we're having fun. For those that don't know, Dave used to do radio with me. He did radio on his own, had his own morning show, and we've known each other for it's got to be 25 years, 30 years. It's a long time. So and really have always had fun working together. And earlier you mentioned, some of the fun bits that we did. We had a woman who had to have surgery to get a light bulb out of her keister. And that was, and we just kept
the jokes write themselves.
But we just kept using the song "You Light Up My Life," and that was one that you said stuck with you.
We check the headlights because your taillight's busted.
That's what stuff. We did. We would have a good time. I remember that was back when I was a little more. I was a little more cocky. I was a little more. I could do whatever on the radio. I remember. I was talking about having meetings with that general manager. I remember going on the air saying, "Listen, it's not long now before I get fired from this job. I ask that you call me at home because I live over an hour away." So it's and they didn't. They waited till I came in the morning and fired me. So
well, you were famously let go on the air once, weren't you?
I was. I actually have that soundbite quasi at the ready here at the radio station because it's one of my favorites. It's was an owner of a radio station had called into the show. And my partner said, didn't know it was him and just said, "Hi, you're on the air."
He's fired. He's off the air right now. Goodbye.
Yeah. Got his own place now. Who won now?
Right. Yeah.
Touhyville lives.
That's right. By the way, I do want to mention that it is very foggy out this morning, and so far the only school that we know about is KV. Kinky Valley is on a 2-hour delay this morning. So take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. And of course, delays and cancellations always brought to us by Nitco. Visit nitco.com to find out more about high-speed internet for your home or your business. Our poll question today asking you, what are you doing for dinner tonight? Okay. Just a very simple, fun poll question. Cooking at home, takeout, going out to dinner, leftovers, or whatever we decide is easy later. Cooking at home is 69% of the vote. I'm gonna cast my vote as well, so that jumped it up to 72%. I know that I've got a steak that I defrosted, so with Cheryl being out of town, I am not your typical bachelor where it's like frozen pizza all the time, and I like to cook just like yourself. You like to cook,
right?
So, but there are a few meals that I make that Cheryl's not a fan of. One of which is pork chops in mushroom soup.
Okay.
I love it from when I was a kid, and it's just she's not a fan. So I made that. I made the big thick pork chops the other night, and then I took out a steak, but the pork chops, that was 2 dinners. I also did fried chicken from our local grocery store, Strag Van Til. I like their fried chicken. She's not a fan of fried chicken, so usually when I get fried chicken, I still do it once a week. She'll get something else.
Right.
So I do that, and then I took out a steak. So I had run out of time. I wasn't sure on our plans for last night. So when you said you were going to make it here early enough, we went to Ida's for Mexican. So
nice. And that was good.
Yeah. You did the always recommended Jared special.
Yeah.
So and that's perfect for dinner.
It's kind of a nice paella vibe to it.
Yeah, and it's good for dinner because then you're done for the night. Then it's nap time. That's yeah. So, so I had a steakhouse. So I talked to Cheryl yesterday, and she said she'll be home tonight in time for dinner. I wasn't sure with her flight and everything. And so so she said, okay, well then just the steak is perfect. Just take something out for me and then we're good to go. But speaking of us liking to cook, you're in here filling in, working, and you brought us a gift.
I did.
So Dave brought, and I'm showing this because I know Cheryl's watching, brought us a gift certificate for You Cook in Maryville, which we have gone to. We love You Cook. We're huge fans. So I sent her a text and she said, "What?" All exclamation points. She said, "Please thank Dave for me." So so we're so excited about this cooking class.
So many great sitcom bits have been involved in those cooking classes, and
right?
stuff. And you can see why. Everybody had differing skill sets and everything else, and it's like, you probably should have a cork on the end of that so you don't cut yourself. And those kinds of folks, and the folks that are too full of themselves and have their own, chef jackets with their name embroidered, and it's kind of, I would think it's observationally got to be a great experience. In addition to just making some good food and having fun.
Yeah, it really is. So here's what's so funny. So a few years back, Cheryl was like, I want to do something different for date night. All of our date nights are, let's go to a movie, let's go out to eat. Let's go to a movie, let's go out to eat. Like, it was such a treat a couple weeks ago for Valentine's Day that we went and saw Nate Bargatze. We went to a comedy show. That was great. So she brought up the idea of this cooking class. And honestly, I went like, why? Are there no dance classes available? Like, I did not want to do it.
Let's do salsa.
Right. And I'm like, I didn't want to do cooking class. I didn't, it's just, it's fine. I was just like, something to do. So I went, okay. And I was the one who, when we did it, I loved it. I was like, this is great. This is so much fun. This isn't like all about weird techniques and stuff, but I learned how to like really cut vegetables the right way, how to cut up chicken the right way, because I shred it up, I tear it, it's like, and some of it was just as little as not caring what kind of knife I had or how sharp it was.
Great knife skills is a basis for it all. It makes everything so much easier.
Oh, it was so
all right,
cool.
Kids, safety note: a falling knife has no handle.
Yeah.
That's a kitchen axiom. If it falls, let it go.
Right.
Keep your feet clear.
Safety
tip brought to you by Dave.
I like it. I like that a lot. So the guy that runs the cooking class, I mean, and I'll tell you, we walked in and it is in a cabinet store, and they have a kitchen that is supposed to be a display kitchen, but it also works and everything. So they have turned this is where the cooking class is. So we walked in and we're like, oh, this is not gonna be. And you can see the look on other people's faces too, like, this is what is it?
When's the presentation on buying cabinets?
Right. That's what we were afraid of. And it's nothing like that. And it was so good and so fun. The chef has a personality. He's fun. He's got jokes. He does things. He shows us stuff. It's so cool. And then I was talking about this earlier this week. The thing that changed my life in the cooking class was a meat thermometer. I never used a meat thermometer. My parents didn't. The only time a meat thermometer came out was Thanksgiving. You stuck it in the turkey. That was it.
The little BTI, Butterball Turkey Indicator.
Right, the little red. Yeah, that was
up. You were done.
That was it. We never used one. And I dried chicken out for the first 20 years of cooking in my life. Every time anybody had chicken by me, it was dried out because I was so afraid of salmonella. I was like, oh, you got to cook chicken all the way through. It's got to be,
Yeah.
He showed us this digital thermometer that you stick in, $12 on Amazon, changed my life. I have two of them. Like, I have one, it's got a magnet on the back. It's stuck to the fridge. The other one is stuck to the grill. They're life-changing for me. And that was from the You Cook. So I'm so excited that we're going to go back and do that. We've done 5 so far. We did 4 on our own and 1 with our daughter. And We've done it twice for Valentine's Day. Like it's just a fun couples thing to do. So all good stuff there. So
enjoy.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll either dive into some silly stories from the news and stuff, or Cheryl said to ask you, so I don't put you on the spot, I'll give you the break to kind of think about it. She said, ask Dave if he can think of any funny stories from working with you. And I'm like, well, we've shared some already. So I'm like, but I thought I'll throw that at you. If there's any that like aren't in my mind that you might have, we'll chat about that and just kind of have some fun this morning. Thanks for hanging out here in Touhyville.
Weather is brought to you by Rensselaer Iron and Metal.
Showers on and off expected throughout the entire day today. Dense, heavy fog this morning, so drive safely. Take your time. Dense fog expected till about 3 o'clock this afternoon with a high of 53. Tonight, areas of fog expected as well, otherwise cloudy skies and a low of 26. Friday, got a chance for some showers, patchy fog before noon, otherwise cloudy, but a high up to 73. Friday night, expect showers, even a thunderstorm with a low around 60. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely early, then a chance for thunderstorms later till noon with a high near 66. Cloudy Saturday night with a low of 36.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Hello.
Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab, and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Jasper County REMC is a not-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles is cooperation among cooperatives. Cooperatives serve their members most effectively and strengthen the cooperative movement by working together through local, national, regional, and international structures. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, And that's the way you've got to build your business. We got to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Hello, this is Bill Curtis. You're listening to Steve and Cheryl. Be there tomorrow like you are today.
Welcome to the show.
Tell me, what day is it?
Can you tell me what day it is?
Today is Thursday.
How about Thursday?
Thursday. Just remember Thursday. Thursday. Can you remember Thursday?
Thursday it is.
Well, now that we've got that settled.
What's on our agenda for the rest of the day?
Are you ready to be entertained?
Okay, let's see what you got.
Prepare to have your ribs tickled.
Showtime, baby.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy, Dave Becker with you here, hanging out on a Thursday morning in Touhyville. Thank you guys so much for getting up and being a part of the program. Portions of which are brought to us by our friends over at the Kasanovich Umfleet McDonald's, sponsoring portions of our streaming video. So years ago, Dave and I did a radio show, and it was just radio. It was just radio, and once it happened, it happened. Like, that was it. Like, you know, now we do the show. We're on video, where you can see our smiling faces on the Q, 98 Gold, Touhyville Facebook pages. You can see it on our YouTube page, which is super easy to subscribe to. You just hit subscribe. If you hit the little bell, then you'll get notified every time we drop a video, which we do with the short videos and long videos and all that stuff. And we're also on Twitch, which I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it started as a gaming platform. Okay. So I don't really understand it, but I know my daughter and her boyfriend, our youngest daughter Harley and her boyfriend, like, they watch people play video games. I know.
I'm doing that all my whole life. I'm like, how do you do that? Because I can't. When it went beyond a joystick and a fire button, I lost all ability to keep up.
I like to play my video games, but to watch someone else play video games, I never understood. They just went on a trip to Texas to watch their favorite gaming team in a tournament. Like, so they spent days watching, like, people play video games at a place.
Do you get T-shirts and pennants? Are pennants still a thing?
I think, right? Like, you wave for your team. Yeah. I don't know, but I was just, it was such a different thing for me. So yeah, but that said, that's what Twitch does, and so we're allowed 5 channels with this software that we use. So I saw that other radio stations started doing their shows like this, like mostly sports talk radio stations. So I think it was The Score was using the Twitch. So I'm like, all right, it's just another place for people to find us, and people hang out on Twitch with us, you know. So it's Carter says sounds like an esports team. So they have this now. Yeah. The schools have esports now.
I get that. I mean, just because it's not appealing to me doesn't mean it's not appealing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not meant for me. And that was a conversation I had at home not too long ago, was a lot of these things, the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Sure.
It's not meant for me.
Right.
And I'm cool with that.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not designed for my demo anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah. Listen,
young people don't want to see Mick Jagger either.
Right. And that's, you know, I've come to a point now after doing this for 31 years where I realize I'm not for everyone.
No.
I just had this discussion with someone the other day, and they I'm not going to get into all the details, but they disagreed with a decision that I made for the radio stations.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, listen, I understand you're disappointed. I learned a long time ago, I can't please everybody all the time. This will just be one of those times.
Right.
You know, it's just, and I don't mean that sarcastically. I don't mean that meanly. It's just, listen, you can't please everybody all the time. And part of one of my issues that I now realize at 51 years old is that I try very hard to please everyone all the time. I am a people pleaser. So anytime I can pull away from that, I start to feel a little better about the direction I'm going.
When you try to be everything to everybody or nothing to anybody.
I like that. Yes.
You've got to just kind of say, all right, this is where we're at. The things we're going to be okay with. You just hope they're polite about it. Would you like some more Brussels sprouts? No, thank you. All right, move on.
Yeah, right.
Why not? Why don't you like Brussels sprouts? Yeah, but they got bacon on it. You stop already. It's a Brussels sprout. It's a little cabbage.
Right.
I don't want any.
Right.
And when you get to be my age, I'm a little bit older vintage than you. That you get okay with. No, and I've preached the gospel of no is a perfectly good answer as long as it's truthful and timely. If it's like, do you want to go to your great niece's 1-year-old birthday party? No, it's not because I don't care about those people. There's nothing there. This isn't for me. It's not something I'm going to enjoy, and I'm not driving an hour and a half. I'll send a gift because really I think that's why you invited me. Anyway, so I'm fine with stroking a check because that's the old guy thing to do, right? Send a check. So I'll Venmo you some cash or whatever. But it's okay. It's okay. Be okay with it. And as I get older, it's be okay. Be okay with I'm not comfortable or I don't care to. It's all right. I'm not just, do you want to go? I wouldn't go to we'll see the White Sox. I'm a Cub fan through and through. It's free tickets to a baseball game and includes hot dogs and parking.
Right.
Well, okay. Yeah. But if you're that dedicated, rock on.
Be you too. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm fine. I'll ask someone else. You should have searched for thank you first for thinking of me, but I'm booked or I'm not interested. But be okay. Yeah. Be okay with what you do, who you are, and how you feel. When you're trying to, you got to validate everybody's feelings. Well, when you go to everybody, you're part of that group. So they got to validate you too, and be okay with it. Well, I'm going to go, yeah, it might be because no, I'm not doing that.
Right. I'm not going to, there are so few things I'm going to argue with you about. Like, you go ahead and be you. And there's things that I will comment, or I will post on Facebook. And I see that someone wants to get into a thing with me. And I'll just reply, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
No, that's, go take it to your page, fight with everybody else on my page on a thread. That's fine. And Tony the other day, him and I were talking off the air. He said, I think a lot of that, he said, we're both deep seated in, I don't care. And I said, you know what that is? That's where a lot of it, I actually don't care about a lot of it. Like there's only so much that I care about. And most of those things are real life.
Yeah.
Like people, relationships, friends, family. It's like that.
They started using yellow napkins. Shut up.
Right. Like it makes no difference to me. And that's, I think, it's so funny because, Cheryl's in Washington, D.C. with a whole bunch of broadcasters. And I have love for many broadcasters and I have disdain for many broadcasters.
Yes.
And I feel the same way about comedians. Like, I have traveled with comedians and spent 10 hours in a car with a comedian or spent weeks in a comedy condo with comedians and loved it. And other times I'm like, I'm going in my room. Thank God there's a television in there. I don't, there was one, I stayed in Nebraska one time and I went to the movies and saw the same movie 5 times over a weekend because I could not sit in that condo with this guy anymore. One, he was just smoking weed almost all day. And I can't do this all day. I can't be around this all day. So that was one. And 2 was everything he said sounded like he had been smoking weed all day. And I was just, I can't. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I can't. Yeah.
No.
So that said, it was so funny as Cheryl is sharing with, these GMs and sales managers and people high up in radio that are all in Washington, D.C. with her, our story. And so, she's there talking to congressmen and congresswomen, and she's saying, we have this and we have this as owners of the radio station. And she said something about like not really being like originally into broadcasting and stuff until she started doing the show as much and the broadcasting side. And someone said, well, then why did you buy the stations? And she went, okay, now I got to kind of tell you the story. So she's like, well, my husband bought the stations. Well, okay. My ex-husband bought the stations. and started to get into the whole story of, that we're exes who are back together, but I started the planning of buying the stations before we were even back together, and all of them are just sitting like, oh my God, how do you guys have this out there? Like, are you marketing this? Like, how do you not have a divorce lawyer on as a sponsor of your morning show? How do you not have a therapist as part of your morning show? And all this stuff. And she's like, well, we do have the therapist on, but I said, it's just funny how radio people will immediately think of, like, the sitcom type divorce.
Yeah.
And we don't really have that. We don't have a lot of the bickering, but we do have a lot of the fun.
Yeah.
And one of those things, like talking about letting things go as you get older, is one of the things that helps us be together now after being married and divorced is we're really comfortable with who we are. Like, it's not when we tease each other about things, and Cheryl's definitely come around to a whole different place being on the air. Like, because now it's like, now she sees the humor. It's so fun, as someone who's done this for a long time, when I see her and I sit back and I see her getting into a bit of her own, or she's riffing on her own. It's kind of cool to watch, It's so,
look at our little girl all grown up.
Right. It's kind of neat. It's like, it's so funny because she doesn't come from a broadcast background. She comes from sales. Like, this is the advertising side. So, but it's funny how we will tease each other about real life stuff on the radio. Like, one of the jokes that we even submitted as part of our I want to say tape, but part of our audio that we sent in for the awards was, we were talking about, one day the poll question was things that an ex made you change, like about yourself. Like, you didn't used to like watching Real Housewives of New Jersey, but you got into a relationship, you started watching it, and now you actually like it. You were talking about how your daughter got you into Harry Potter because it was just around all the time. You kept hearing it, and so
Barney was the same way.
So yeah. So I said one morning, I said, well, I go, the most recent one, my ex made me change my address.
I lock the guns up now.
And she fell out, because it was like, but that's where we're at now. We have fun with it,
But see, once you know where the baseline is, you know where you can go. It's I'm not being evil, and what place it comes from,
right?
And that once the mic is off, it may or may not be real. It's all theater of the mind, and you do great theater here,
And we're just at the core of all of it, just like you and your wife, who have been married how long?
35 years.
35 years. Yeah. You're a team.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Going into everything and up against everything or whatever's going on, and you can love your kids, and you can love their kids, and you can love other people in your family and all that stuff. At the end of the day, it's the two of you, and you're the team against the world. So it's like, so that's where the great times come from. So
now, every time my brain slides when we talk about radio conferences, and she may or may not verify this, but the 12-year-old broadcaster in me pictures a table, and I've been to these. You've been to the, all of the folks in their suits and what, but sitting around there and all a bunch of DJs at a table, and you just say, hey, can you pass me the salt? Pass the salt. Salt brought to you by our friends at Morton. Morton, here's the salt. Go on, go for a little bit of this. Here's a hot potato. Going to the left, going to the right. He's going down the center. He's up under center with the potato. And it's a whole bunch of folks speaking in radio puking, which I think would be hilarious, but only to the 7 people who get the joke.
Right.
Everybody else would be like, what is wrong with you?
Yes.
But,
absolutely. I think it's on YouTube, but I think your wife just said, go team. So, very nice, Pod. That's very nice. Yes, I love it. That's so much fun. By the way, Carter stopped in. He said, I don't care for watching people play video games. I'm with you. I like to play video games. Don't want to sit and watch. I have no desire to do that. But he says, I'd rather just play them. He says, but a lot of people like to watch. He says, Steve, you'd be shocked at what people like to do. Not really. I understand people like to.
There are there's other things on the internet than us.
Yeah,
and you make a wrong click and you're like, okay.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Carter being very nice, he says, I 100% love the shows and will continue to tune in. So thank you, Carter. We appreciate that. Of course, we're having fun this morning. You know, we got on the video game thing with Twitch. So I added that in, but I originally had added in as our 5th channel TikTok Live. And I thought, a lot of people on TikTok, this would be great, you know. And it was going gangbusters when we were doing it. And I started to notice it kept getting clicked off. And I'm like, what's happening? So I started doing some research, and it said, TikTok will suspend your video privileges if you for drug humor. They don't like any, you know, and I like to do my high guy all the time. I think it's very funny. So I said, okay, that's what it is. So they said, 30 days reapply. So I did, and kept denying me. And I'm like, what's happening here? So then I finally contacted them, and apparently they were trying to compete with Twitch. So they only allowed long form videos that had to do with gaming. If you're not doing gaming, they turn you off and they discontinue. I'm like, okay, I'll just put short ones on there. That's fine. It's not that important to me. It was just, I had a free 5th channel. So I went, all right, I'll just throw it on there. You know? So yeah. So anyway, all right, we're having fun here. We never got to your funny story, Cheryl.
I've got a couple
so
of things
we'll dive into those in the next hour. But in the meantime, we've got the pizza quiz. You pointed out we just drove right past Rick's last night. You go, yeah, I know Rick's. That's from the pizza quiz.
Yeah.
So that's very cool.
Rick, the advertising is working.
It works, absolutely.
It can work for you too. Contact Touhyville Media today for your sales representative.
Look at that. I love it.
Put on those thinking caps. It's time now for the Pizza Quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer is firing up the oven and serving the pies everybody loves. Fresh dough, real toppings, and flavor that hits the spot every time. Whether it's game night, family night, or I'm not cooking tonight, make it a Rick's Pizza night. Call 1-219-777-2674. That's 1-219-777-2674. And Rick's will take care of dinner. Get your Rick's fix. Rick's Pizza, Rensselaer's hometown favorite.
All right, it's time now for the pizza quiz, brought to us by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Your chance to win a one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Hi, you're calling number 7. Who's this?
Carter.
Hi, Carter. How are you this morning?
Oh, I've been better. I'm fine.
You've been better? Are you having a rough morning?
Just I'm okay.
You're all right? Okay. All right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just want to make sure you're all right. All right. Let's see if we can get you a pizza. We'll play a little game called Which Came First? Okay. And we're doing the birthday edition today. So which of these celebrities, both born on this date, are older? So which one was born first? Okay. Now, we mentioned this morning Eddie Grant, who brought us Electric Avenue. Is he older, or is Penn Jillette, the famous comedian magician, older? Both born on this date. Penn Jillette or Eddie Grant? Who do you think is older?
Penn Jillette.
You want to take another guess?
No.
Say Grant, you want the pizza.
No, I don't think so.
You want to change your answer, maybe?
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
No, that's okay. I messed up.
Oh, all right. Well,
I think Carter still deserves some pizza for trying.
I think so too. Hold on, Carter. You hold on. I'm going to get your info. Okay, bud?
Okay.
All right. Cheryl would be proud. Cheryl is the queen cheater of the pizza quiz. She doesn't think anyone should ever not win. So she kept giving them away before she left. So we haven't given away a lot this week. So I'm going to make sure Carter's taken care of with the pizza. You guys stick around. We got a winner today. We'll see if we get another one tomorrow.
Winners and families of winners on the Pizza Quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The Pizza Quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Looking for quality, affordable childcare close to home? At Apple Tree in Rensselaer, we're now enrolling children ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Your child will thrive in a safe, loving, and fun environment designed for learning and growth. Right here in our rural community. Experienced staff, low tuition, and flexible hours that work for your family. Call us today at 219-206-1542.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit CI Insurance, the 5-time winner of Best Insurance Agency today, with offices in Rensselaer, DeMont, and Lowell. Or visit online at ciinsurance.com.
Glotzba Pharmacy is your neighborhood pharmacist. At Glotzba, Angie and her team go above and beyond and are there to answer all of your questions with knowledge and care to keep your family at their healthiest or to help your family get nursed back to health. Glotzba Pharmacy is about more than just medication refills. They carry beautiful gift items and collectibles, including candles, balloons, toys, and greeting cards. Check out Glotzba's wide variety of CBD and daily vitamin supplements. Need your annual flu or COVID vaccine to stay healthy this season? Call for your appointment today. Visit Glotzba Pharmacy at 500 South Grand Street in Fowler or visit online at glotzbapharmacy.com. Glotzba Pharmacy, their family caring for yours.
It's a no-brainer if you're looking for lawn equipment. There's only one place to go. Anderson Outdoor Power in DeMont. Big dealer inventory, small town attitude. Yet the same prices as the big box stores. We don't just roll your mower into the truck. We offer free setup and delivery on new equipment and free pickup and delivery on warranty repairs. You'll deal with the same people every time you call and have been for over 38 years. Anderson Outdoor Power Equipment, a cut above the rest.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-939-2525. That's 800-939-2525. 800-939-2525.
This is The Q, 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long, right here on The Q.
Time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, and Francisville. Here's Russ Martin.
Rensselaer's Redevelopment Commission purchased the property at the corner of Cullen and Clark Street just off Highway 114, and the partially built structure that was there has been raised. They will be selling this piece of ground. Mayor Jeff Phillips has more information.
They purchased that with the idea of eventually selling that piece of property to someone else who would like to see some commercial development in that area. We're looking for someone who's interested in building there that will be utilized for business purposes.
If you have questions, Mayor Phillips said,
contact the building commissioner's office at 219-866-2311 if they have any questions about the property itself We're going to accept bids on this property, and we'll open them up at our April 6th Rensselaer Redevelopment Commission meeting.
To view the city legal notice about the property, go to cityofrensselaerin.com and scroll down to the recent news section. In a follow-up stories about the death of Denise Baird, wife of 4th District Congressman Jim Baird, one source stated that in the crash the couple were in on January 5th, the driver of the second vehicle was blamed for what took place in the report, but was not cited or charged with a crime. Mrs. Baird was in the hospital for a week before being dismissed, and her family said that she had been continuing to recover. The incident took place in West Virginia as the Bairds were driving back to Washington, D.C. A law enforcement official said their investigation did not reveal anything more than an accident had taken place. A crash report stated the second vehicle that was passing the Baird SUV cut in front of their vehicle, causing the SUV to enter the median and become airborne, with one witness saying the vehicle flipped 4 times. Mrs. Baird, who was driving, needed to be extricated. Weather and alcohol were ruled out as being a cause of what took place. Governor Mike Braun honored Indiana University football coach Curt Cignetti for his inspirational leadership and service to the state of Indiana with the 2026 Sachem Award, Indiana's highest honor. The governor also awarded every member of the undefeated 2025 championship-winning Indiana Hoosiers football team with the Sagamore of the Wabash, accepted by Coach Cignetti and IU President Pamela Whitten. The Sachem Award is reserved for individuals who have profoundly shaped Indiana through character, leadership, and service. Only one such award is presented by the governor per year. Indiana Department of Transportation has announced there will be overnight lane closures on I-65 between State Road 14 or the Fair Oaks exit and US 231, the Remington exit, starting on or after Monday, March 9th. The left lane of I-65 will be closed in each direction during the overnight hours of 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. Central Time through mid-April. These lane closures are for median work to install maintenance of traffic items for future phases of construction in the area. Construction will be ongoing through late fall and will include the following projects: bridge superstructure replacement at the Yeoman Ditch south of Highway 114, bridge deck overlays on County Road 1000 West and Buncombe Road, and pipe lining at the ramp from Highway 114 to southbound I-65. The County Road 1000 West and County Road 600 South bridges over I-65 will mean the roadway will close during work in those locations, with local detours posted. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Contact the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, or Francisville at 765-884-0530.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
92-year-old Tom Korniak of Rensselaer passed away on February 22nd. Friends may call today from 9 a.m. until noon Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral Mass for Tom Korniak will be held immediately following at noon today at St. Augustine Catholic Church. Interment will follow at Mount Calvary Cemetery, Rensselaer, with full military rites. Memorials may be made to Gabalt School for Boys or St. Augustine Catholic Church. Jackson Funeral Chapel entrusted with the arrangements. 54-year-old Sergio Perez of Rensselaer passed away on February 27th. Visitation will be today from 10 a.m. until noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Sergio Perez will be held today at noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Burial to follow at Mount Calvary Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the family. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the Perez family at SteinkeFuneralHome.com. 95-year-old Robert Sear of Wheatfield passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be held at Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott on Friday, March 6th from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. Funeral services for Robert Sear will follow immediately at 11 a.m. Friday with Pastor Brett Sekowiak officiating. Interment will follow at Calumet Park Cemetery, Maryville at 1 o'clock. Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott has been entrusted with the arrangements. 84-year-old Alan Fleming of Rensselaer passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be on Saturday, March 7th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Alan Fleming will follow at noon Central on Saturday with Pastor Jeff Seeger officiating. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 71-year-old Ron Christensen of Morocco passed away on February 25th. The family of Ron Christensen is planning a celebration of life open house on Saturday, March 7th from 2 until 8 p.m. at 839 East 250 North, Morocco. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Purdue Institute for Cancer Research. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the cremation arrangements. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Showers on and off expected throughout the entire day today. Dense, heavy fog this morning, so drive safely. Take your time. Dense fog expected till about 3 o'clock this afternoon with a high of 53. Tonight, areas of fog expected as well, otherwise cloudy skies and a low of 26. Friday, got a chance for some showers, patchy fog before noon, otherwise cloudy, but a high up to 73. Friday night, expect showers, even a thunderstorm with a low around 60. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely early, then a chance for thunderstorms later till noon with a high near 66. Cloudy Saturday night with a low of 36.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Hello, this is Bill Curtis. There was a time before cable, when only men read the news. And in Touhyville, that couple is Steve and Cheryl. They are anchorman, much like I was an anchorman, only they're better.
You know what today is.
It's Thursday.
Thursday!
So Thursday it is. Thursday. Okay.
Thursday. End of the week?
It's not over yet. Tomorrow's Friday.
Should we get started?
Where should we start?
Do what?
The show.
I have a show to do.
Let's go out there and win! Now go get 'em!
Places, please.
All right, everyone, it's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve and Dave with you here on a delightful Thursday morning. Dave Becker in for Cheryl this morning. Appreciate Dave coming out. Dave is a radio veteran. This has been a lot of fun going down memory lane this week and hanging out. I hung out with Tony a couple days this week, who I did an internet radio show with. You and I did an afternoon talk show in Kankakee, Illinois, which by the way, WIBN 98 Gold. So if you didn't know, the show is also on, we talked about all the streaming video and all that stuff. It's on 2 radio stations, WLQI 977 in a lot of Northwest Indiana. And then WIBN it's one of those old, big 25,000 watt stations, goes all the way from Lafayette, Indiana, a little south actually of Lafayette, all the way to Kankakee, Illinois. It's just
nice.
Covers the whole gamut. So portions of the show today brought to us by Steve Specialized Services. Visit Steve Specialized Services on 231. Check out the new Honest Abe's Log Home Showroom for all their bad boy mowers, bandits, and tractors. It's almost mow time. Save big on 2025 models, up to $2,500 off. Find out more at stevespecialized.com. Also, got to mention we're powered up each and every morning by Jasper County REMC. Visit Jasper County REMC. Click on Connect to find out about high-speed internet for rural areas as well. That's Jasper County REMC. All right. We were talking about how when you're with your spouse, you're a team, and you learn as you get older to just be yourself and have fun. Kevin says, funny story. My ex-wife used to do this weird, super annoying thing where she would get up in the morning and be herself. Super annoying, LOL. That might be why it didn't work out, Kevin. It might be.
I understand the X in that.
Yeah, that might have been why it didn't work out. So, yeah. All right. So we've known each other for a long time, and did radio. So Cheryl had asked, if you had any funny, fun, odd stories, memories, what have you, from from the olden days. if
Well,
you will.
I got a couple. Do you want the weird one first, or
Sure.
the somewhat of an admission of guilt one?
Oh,
You choose.
Let's start with the weird one. Let's go with the weird one. Yeah.
All right. You've been smoke free for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, way back in the day, Steve smoked cigarettes,
Oh,
and
lots and lots.
when we get to the 5 o'clock news hour and the whole thing at top of the hour, we had close to 15 minutes, and Steve would go out and have a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And I'd go out for a secondhand smoke with him, and we had this week, and you may recall it. We'd go down to the elevator. We were up on the 4th floor, and go to push the button, and the doors open by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's cool. At the 3rd day, we're like, all right, this is getting creepy because there's no one else in the building. It's after 5,
right?
And the door is opening by itself. There must be a ghost. Ha ha ha. And then the next day, we went up there and it happened again. And I went, this is creepy. I'm completely freaked out. It has to be a ghost. This is wrong. The door slammed shut, and it never happened again. We must have angered the
Wow, I do
spirits
not
of the
remember
building.
that.
Yes.
So that's because I have another story from when we were at the Rialto of a ghost, but I didn't remember that story. Oh,
Yeah.
is that wild?
The doors open for us as a hey, we're opening the door for you. And then when
Right.
we complained about it and got freaked out, the doors slammed shut, and it
we're
never
not-
happened
We're
again.
not doing that anymore.
No.
Forget it. Oh, is
Don't-
that
don't,
funny?
don't anger the spirits,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But,
that's funny. I don't remember that one.
But as far as a little bit of a revelation, sometimes there's pet peeves, right? And again, you couldn't smoke in buildings, so Steve would go out to his car. They do that stuff, and after a while, there would be the usual rants of he got to his car and who keeps throwing their chewing gum out? It's all over in the parking lot. I hate chewing gum in the parking lot. It's everywhere. I did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Once you started complaining about it, I started throwing chewing gum behind your car. That was me.
That is hilarious.
It was like, geez, there's always gum out here. And like I drive by, I go, hold on.
Oh, that is so funny.
Lob some bubble gum.
Oh, I
out
had
there.
no idea. That was very
It
funny.
wasn't
yeah.
me to begin
Yeah.
with, but once it became a thing,
Then
I
you're like,
was,
let's continue.
I
the
was
thing.
the evil
let's,
little
let's
brother.
have a
at that
thing.
point.
Yeah, let's have a little thing. Yeah,
that was me.
that's so funny. See, now when we first moved to the house that we're in now, I had the opposite reaction for whatever reason. Now there's lots of people in our neighborhood that walk dogs, you know, and Ace loves to walk around because now I've come to learn that dogs, when they go out, they've equated it to like us scrolling on Facebook. They want to go out and sniff, and that's how they find out everything that's going on while they've been gone. So I'm like, oh, now I get it. Now I'm like, I want to give them as much time as possible. Well, I kept finding almost every day after we moved in little treats. Either dogs doing their business. Yeah. So either right on the street or right on our lawn. Like, and I'm like, come on. So I finally just got on the air. I'm like, listen, I'm going to put a sign up, because here's something fun about doing radio in a small town. We took our picture with our sold sign when we first bought the house.
It's actually right here.
Yeah. Cheryl's got it over there. It's like she's got a couple of pictures over there for inspiration for happiness in the morning.
Right.
And so we took that and posted it on Facebook, not thinking, and got a ton of comments of, oh, I love that house. Oh, is that where you guys live now? Oh, I drive by there all the time. So I didn't even think about it. So I said, okay, a lot of people seem to know where we live. Listen, I'm going to put up a sign that says, pick up after your dog. I even thought about getting one of those little bag things that they have at the parks and stuff like that. And it stopped. So that was my little revelation that, the power of radio works. So it could have gone the opposite way with someone like you, that now someone would be everyone would be dropping their poop over
It
my
could have been
house.
a delivery thing. Well, similar story. 2 words, Ring doorbell. We had a similar issue, but captured it on the Ring doorbell.
Oh,
so now we know who did it.
Yes.
Right. Someone in my family, not me, who may be listening. I printed the picture and just said, "Hey, look, we saw him doing it," because they're standing there with that weird look, and the dog's like, "Why are you looking at me?" And she went out and called him out on it.
Oh, nice!
I got picture proof.
I
you
love
need to
it.
clean this up.
I
And you're like,
love it.
wow.
I love it.
So So yeah, it was. We captured it on the doorbell, and how proud we must be to have those photos.
Yes, that's fantastic. Listen, so we've had a couple of stories this week about how technology has been fun and been kind of a bit much. So so we have the Ring doorbells, but we also have. So when we were split, Cheryl, who this may surprise you, but is one of the women that loves to watch ID and all the Dateline and the all the murders
Ways
and all
to
the
kill
things.
men.
Yes,
.com.
all
Got
the
it.
ways
Yeah, got it.
and all the ways that people will come into your home and all that. So she had Ring cameras everywhere, everywhere. So then when we moved, she was still in that mode, and she's like, "Well, let's put them in the house." And I'm like, "Okay." Now in the man cave, that I call the Bat Cave, you will see. You enter that from the garage. So we have a camera pointed at the garage. And I told her, I'm like, listen, I understand like the safety thing, like, that if someone breaks in through the garage, then we've got them on camera. What I don't like though, is that every time I walk through my living room, all of a sudden I'm on camera. Now I know it's supposed to just be you and I can see that. But I've known the internet long enough to know that, they're always watching. They're, so, and the other thing is, I also don't want it on camera every time I go get a beer. I don't need someone counting. I don't need to.
Do you get the audible alarm and vibration in the phone too? Because that would be,
I had to finally turn that off.
It's beer time, man.
Right. Yeah, I had to finally turn off the notifications because it's so my first mistake was I just put the Ring camera here for the station on the same account. And then I realized that you could pull up the Echo screen here and you could see into my house. And I went, we're going to change that right away. That's not going to happen.
Sorry, Steve, but No Pants Tuesday or No Pants Day is a different day of the year.
Right. So I had to start a new account for the radio station. But whenever I switch back and forth from them on my phone, it resets all the settings in the house. So when I get home, I will walk through and my phone will just go, someone walked through the Batcave. Someone walked through the kitchen. Someone's in the living room. I'm like, it's me. It's all me. I'm just walking to get the mail. Can we just stop? I don't need.
Steve's cheating on his diet.
Right. Steve is going in the kitchen. Steve, no, stop it. I don't need every 5 minutes for something to tell me what I'm doing and what I'm not. So
Steve's the one that didn't put his dishes in the sink.
Right. And that's the other thing is you can't pretend anymore.
Well, you're
There's
in a house
video
of two.
evidence.
Well, I mean, you're in a house of two. Who else did it?
It's still easier to pretend. It could be the dog. It could be, It's
How did he get up on the counter and learn how to use a knife?
Listen, we've all done it where we all go, I don't know how that ended up on there. But there's two of us that live here.
But see, now that that's one of the, again, we talked about the bell curve of how things change and you embrace your inner curmudgeon.
Yes.
As you get older, you get a little bit more, forgetful, and you might not just remember doing it. So you can get away with it a few times and go, I don't remember saying that.
Yes.
I did.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you that's happening more and more.
Welcome to the teams,
right?
Welcome to the team.
And it's I would like to say, because I'm only 51, I like to say it's because I just have so much going on at the radio station that I have so much room in my brain that it's not that I'm getting older and forgetting everything. Just like it's probably the radio station's fault that I need glasses to read things and a magnifying glass to look at the computer. It's the radio station. It is not that I'm getting older.
No,
no.
Are you into slip-in shoes yet?
So the Skechers.
I'm wearing them, buddy.
Are you?
Absolutely. Stretch pants and slip-in shoes. What are you kidding me?
I'm not quite there yet. It's but
I can still make it past 5 before dinner, so I'm still there.
Yeah. That's but we did a poll question a few weeks ago where it was like, what's something that happened when you realize you're not as young as you used to be? And a lot of people say, not getting carded, for things. But one of the biggest ones for me was flipping over the package of something in the kitchen and going, moving it back and forth, hoping that if I moved it a little bit, it'll come into focus, and it would never come into focus. And now it's to the point where, I mean, you're even looking at your own debit card and you're like, I don't know what
I hope so.
are.
I'm just guessing right now.
It happened last night at Ida's. I'm like, listen, I don't want to like super cheap the tip. I want to make sure that I'm looking at this right. Like, can you just tell me how much the amount is? I can't. I didn't bring the glasses in. I don't know. On a receipt, forget about it.
Well, the fun part is I can actually tell you, I can pinpoint the exact moment I knew I was an old man. Really? I was at a basketball game at UIC Pavilion. Buddy of mine has season tickets. Thanks, Joel. He brings me along, and we're right behind the bench where all the action happens. And I remember this extremely attractive woman walked by carrying a baby, and the baby had a blue snow cone, right? And my first thought at this attractive woman going by was, who gives a baby a blue snow cone? And I went, what? Whoa, what? Wait, you're worried about spillage and
right.
Who gives a baby a blue snow cone? And I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Well,
there's my rascal. I need to drive from now on.
Now, I like to say that's not being old. That's just the priorities in your life have changed, because I was in my 20s when I was doing stand-up, and I was in a college town, and I remember being at there was a comedy club on a second floor, and on the first floor was like a college bar. And so me and the other comedian, we go down to the college bar, and we get to drink for free. So I'm having a beer and just chit chatting, and there's a group of young ladies talking to me, and I'm in my, I want to say late 20s maybe, and they were maybe 18, 19 years old, and maybe they were in their 20s because we were at a bar. Who knows? So
that's what the ID said,
right? And all of them were all going out to this other club for the fun time afterwards, and and I looked at my watch to see what time it was, and I said, if I go back to the hotel now, the pizza place is still open.
Well, that's a serious consideration.
And the reason that I knew that is when I get to towns when I was doing stand-up, I would look to find when the pizza place closed, so I knew if I needed to order before the show was over or not, because that was my priority. And I did go back to the hotel for pizza. I just said pizza is the way. Yes,
pizza rarely disappoints.
Yes, that's. Susie says, good morning, Steve and Dave. Good morning, Susie. She says, it's fun to hear old friends reminisce. Thanks for the conversation. Thank you, Susie. We appreciate you jumping on and hanging out with us always. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we've got some more stories to dive into. Also, I don't know a lot about Canada, but I saw this story this week, and they are doing something right that I think we should do here in America. So I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. Stick around.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We have to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Welcome to guided meditation. Close your eyes. You're at the beach. The seagulls are calling. You take out your iPhone 16e you got from Cricket and use Apple Intelligence to clean up that selfie you just took. It's a good one. You send it to your friends instantly with nationwide 5G because Cricket is on the AT&T network. They're totally jealous. Get iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line on the Supreme Unlimited plan. First service charge and tax due at sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details. Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hello, this is Bill Curtis. Touhyville for today and tomorrow.
Good morning.
Today's Thursday. Telling you this why.
And you're telling me this why?
Who are you? Yoda?
Why are you in such a bad mood this morning?
What do you think?
I'm tired.
And I'm working.
Maybe you need some more coffee. There's not enough coffee in Brazil for this.
I love your positive attitude. Right, positive.
Enough chit chat.
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Stephen Day with you here. Dave Becker filling in for Cheryl this morning. Cheryl is in Washington, D.C., wrapping up her trip. She spent most of the day yesterday on the Hill, as they say, as the kids say. No, as the politicians say. And she got a picture of the White House at night as she was driving by on her way back from dinner. And got a picture of herself and by herself and then with the group in front of the Capitol. So, just.
You ever been to Washington?
I was 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
So it's been a long, long time. So I think I would appreciate it more and in a different way now for sure. You know,
we went as a family group and it was on our way to Myrtle Beach. We made a loop.
Oh, okay.
And went with another family. And I've got a picture. It was the smartest thing we could have done. And if you're making a quick trip and you're only in for a day or two, we rented a bus, but a driver.
Oh.
And they took you in and they dropped you off. You didn't have to work with parking or anything else. And you got to see a lot of places. They knew where to go and you got some things done. I wanted a picture of a couple of these places. And I do have a picture somewhere on my phone. I don't know if I can pull it up quickly, but of me in front of the Capitol. I'm very excited about it, right? And it's just me in a long shot. If you blow the picture up, there's always somebody protesting everything everywhere. So you got to stand where the protesters aren't. Well, you can't really see what the protesters are protesting. And in my selfie of me with the Capitol, if you blow it up big enough, you can read the sign that is protesting circumcision.
Oh, all right.
That's something apparently that the government is in charge of.
That they've decided.
Yeah, and that's in my selfie, and I found that to be hilarious. It's like, all right, welcome to Washington.
Right. I would love, like, those are the kind of people that I want to have a little conversation with recording. Like, tell me what why?
What?
Yeah.
What is it you want to accomplish here?
What are you hoping to get done here?
What bit of legislation are we looking to change?
Right.
Do you need to be a lobbyist? Do you need
Right.
medication? What?
Right.
But it's like, these are all of the flavors that are in the soup that is America.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. Portions of the show today brought to us by the Good Table Family Restaurant. Visit Good Table on Facebook to find their daily specials. They have a huge menu, and then they do daily specials as well. Their daily specials are about as big as a normal menu. Good food, good friends, good times at the Good Table Family Restaurant in Kentland. Go and like them on Facebook. Also got to mention our friends over at the Fountain Stone Theater. Visit FountainStoneTheaters.com. Find the movie times that they've got going for the weekend. They've got movies Wednesday through the weekend every week. Visit FountainStoneTheater.com or download their app in the Google Play Store or in the App Store today. Along those lines, Kevin says a little old-timer rant. He goes, that's kind of funny. He says, when you're in your 20s, you're like, screw my parents, they don't know anything. When you're in your 30s, you're like, screw the government, they don't know anything. When you're in your 40s, you're like, hey, what's in the fridge? So, yes.
That kind of narrows it down.
Absolutely. So I saw this, and speaking of rants, I wish that they would do this here in America and just be done with it. British Columbia announced that they're switching to permanent daylight savings time next week. So we have to change our clocks this weekend.
Yes.
There's no reason to keep changing them.
Did you ever hear, and it's attributed to Native Americans, but only the white man would come up with a plan where you cut 2 inches off the bottom of a blanket and sew it to the top and expect to have a longer blanket.
Right. There you go. Yeah. That's
well, we can't do it. It'll make everybody all crazy with seasonal effect. Do you know there's people in the northern Arctic Circle who get daylight, get daylight from like December to March?
Right.
They're okay.
It'll be
There's
fine.
the internet now. There's lights. So we don't have to.
Yeah.
They're not sitting around just staring at whale blubber lamps. You're good. We're fine.
Listen, we need to have just the time is the time. We don't have to keep moving it an hour here, an hour sometimes. My daughter lives in Arizona. They don't move it at all.
No.
They don't. It's all this does is sometimes she's 2 hours behind us and sometimes she's an hour behind us, which is even more confusing.
Yeah. Did you know that Arizona also, or they did, your driver's license was good for 40 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
I'm like, you probably don't look like your picture at the end of that, but
right?
you did at the beginning, or you're just like, well, I remember when. But yeah, it's like, every 6 months you got to give a little. No, you don't need to give a tax to the state. You have to actually just renew your license. We're not taxing you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Speaking of states,
yes.
I know you were going to give an observation. I will tell you one that when I came here to Indiana that I noticed about the time, and I've complained about this before. There is no reason why one state should have two different time zones.
No,
it is lunacy, and I would love for it to stop.
What would be cool is if you could just pick any one. So now our surrounding areas, if we're going to be able to choose whether we're Eastern or Central, we're going with Pacific time.
Oh yeah,
Pacific Mountain time for this town. We're 3 hours earlier over here, and y'all sort it out.
You guys figured it out. That would make it even worse.
Yeah, everybody gets to pick their own time. I'm on Hawaiian time.
It is so hard when you live in a state that has two different time zones to set up meetings, because you know how many times people will come from one time zone to the other, and we're talking about 10, 15 miles.
Yeah,
it's not much, and it will mess up so many meetings. By the way, Todd says good morning. Todd is a fellow broadcaster who hangs out. He does mornings in Michigan City and jumps on every morning to say hello.
Good morning, Michigan City.
So yeah, okay. So what was your observance coming from Illinois?
Well, I'm obviously not from these here parts, but in driving over, it's like, it's almost like when you go into a different county and the roads get better, you drive into Indiana and it's like, it's a different vibe over here.
Okay.
I thought this is kind of cool. There's a little more courtesy going on and, and everything else, from where I'm sitting right now, there's fireworks, man.
That's right.
Fireworks.
It is legal. Yes. Yeah.
And within an hour and a half, I'm nearest the closest Waffle House to Chicago. It's in Indianapolis.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yes, we took a couple-hour drive once just to go have a
Did ya?
All-American at Waffle House.
Oh, yeah? That's
'Cause
funny.
Need a Waffle House fix. But Waffle House.
Yep.
You've got Waffle House.
Mhm.
You've got fireworks. You got people, you have a governor who doesn't have a shaped head like a pumpkin. I mean, did I say that? I try to stay away from the politics.
Yeah.
But, it's just a different vibe. And it's really nice to come over and see what you got going on here. And the people are welcoming, and, generally you're going to be angry about something, but not coming in with one preloaded in the chamber is always nice.
Yeah.
And that's been my experience here in Touhyville. It's all about having some fun.
It is nice here. It's funny. I saw a meme one time, and it's two guys in cars just looking at each other, kind of stunned, like, huh? And it said one was Illinois drivers coming to Indiana for fireworks, and Indiana drivers going into Illinois for weed. And it was like,
I get that.
It's one of those things. Speaking of which, Cheryl sent me a story this morning that we're going to talk about tomorrow, because now they're finding in Michigan that they may have placed too many dispensaries there. Because I don't know if you've been to Michigan recently. We went last year, and as we got closer and closer to the border, we started seeing the billboards, and then we started seeing the signs every 5 minutes in Michigan, super dispensary here, what was it was like, whatever they had all kinds of fun names, like, smoke it up, be blunt
High
if you want
times,
to, high times, like all these fun little names, but every 5 minutes there was another one. I'm like, we drove down a block, and I'm not exaggerating. It was, now when I say a block, I mean a highway, of a 5 mile span, we'll say. Cheryl counted 21.
It's like Starbucks.
20, right? It's, we're like, how many weed heads are there in Michigan? And it turns out there's not enough.
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, another photo I couldn't find on my phone because I had to take a picture. Visiting my daughter in California, going down the highway, and, they have all different signs and that kind of thing. And it was, dispensary.
Mm-hmm.
Dispensary, like combining things. Dispensary / gun range. I thought that was kind of a horrible idea.
Probably not things you want to combine.
I guess there's not a lot of rage, but then again, still a pretty bad idea. Just my thoughts that, time and a place.
Right. Some things you don't want to put together.
You probably can each have your vice, but probably not
right
sharing.
Now, dispensary Waffle House, I think not a bad business move at all.
Yeah. You're the same guy that put a donut shop in next to the Weight Watchers.
Right.
That's just brilliant marketing.
Right. I'm just saying. Tom says, do you have a Pizza King where you live? I don't think they have Pizza King in Illinois. I think that's just an Indiana thing. Yeah. And then Ed says Oklahoma is the same. It's just as bad with the dispensaries. They have a lot of them there. So Christopher jumped in and says, good morning, my friends. Hope you have an amazing day. You too, Christopher. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. Super nice folks here hanging out with us in Touhyville. We'll take a break, come back. Got a few more stories to dive into before we wrap things up and end on a high note. So don't go anywhere.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Showers on and off expected throughout the entire day today. Dense, heavy fog this morning, so drive safely. Take your time. Dense fog expected till about 3 o'clock this afternoon with a high of 53. Tonight, areas of fog expected as well, otherwise cloudy skies and a low of 26. Friday, got a chance for some showers, patchy fog before noon, otherwise cloudy, but a high up to 73. Friday night, expect showers, even a thunderstorm with a low around 60. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely early, then a chance for thunderstorms later till noon with a high near 66. Cloudy Saturday night with a low of 36.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Jasper County REMC is a not-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles is a voluntary and open membership. Jasper County REMC is a voluntary organization open to all persons able to use their services and willing to accept the responsibilities of membership without gender, social, racial, political, or religious discrimination. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.org. JasperCountyRMC.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Home Improvement Guru. We're in the lightning round. The winner of this round will be the grand prize winner. So let's go. What hardware store has been serving Rensselaer and the surrounding area with the goal of being your one-stop shop for all of your home improvement needs since 1987? Bill.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber?
Correct. Who has a great selection of name brand hand and power tools, paint, plumbing supplies, doors, and windows? Susie.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer?
Correct. Our final question. If you call 219-204-2140 when you're looking for help with a project, they can refer you to the right person for the job. Joe.
Kim's Hardware and Lumber?
Correct. Looks like we're out of time, but with Kim's Hardware and Lumber, you're always a winner because from the roof to the basement, Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer has you covered. Open 7 days a week.
Glatspa Pharmacy is your neighborhood pharmacist. At Glatspa, Angie and her team go above and beyond and are there to answer all of your questions with knowledge and care to keep your family at their healthiest or to help your family get nursed back to health. Glatspa Pharmacy is about more than just medication refills. They carry beautiful gift items and collectibles, including candles, balloons, toys, and greeting cards. Check out Glatspa's wide variety of CBD and daily vitamin supplements. Need your annual flu or COVID vaccine to stay healthy this season? Call for your appointment today. Visit Glatspa Pharmacy at 500 South Grand Street in Fowler or visit online at GlatspaPharmacy.com. Glatspa Pharmacy, their family caring for yours.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, this is Cole Reisner. What are your insurance needs and how can we help? At Gutwein and Reisner Insurance Agency, we always put our customers first. By listening to your needs, we can offer the right protection for you. Whether it's home, auto, crop, business, or farm insurance, Gutwein and Reisner Insurance Agency is there for you with personalized service through Indiana Farmers Insurance. Contact us at 219-866-5854 or visit us on the Courthouse Square along the bricks on Harrison Street.
When it's time for harvest, you have days, not weeks, to get your grain out of the field and safely stored. That's why Chester Agricultural Systems and Brock Grain Storage Bins are built to deliver day-to-day reliability and long-lasting durability to protect your crop and your investment. Smart recommendations, reliable service, and trusted relationships. It's what being a Brock dealer is all about. At Chester Ag Systems in North Judson, their support is as strong as their steel, doing whatever it takes to protect your crop and keep your farming operation working without problems. Brock Solid means your grain storage, handling, conditioning, and structures will stand up to the challenge. And Chester Ag Systems is always here to help you grow. Call 574-896-5600. That's 574-896-5600. Or visit ChesterINC.com.
Hello, this is Bill Curtis. Welcome to Touhyville.
What day is it? Look at the calendar.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday, and you have changed something in this room.
I've changed my mind.
About what?
About waking up. What else is there to do?
Going back to sleep.
Wake up! Wake up! Please, wake up!
Why?
Why? You're gonna miss out. You're going to miss it.
Miss what? The show. The show's not over.
In fact,
It's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve and Dave with you here on a fun time Thursday morning. Dave Becker, old-time radio friend, radio veteran, has done radio shows all over Illinois, and been a part of radio stations behind the scenes, management, production, all kinds of stuff. And if he lived closer, he'd be working here, But
the commute would kill me.
That would be a lot to do, And also, you have your service hat on. You were also in the Army, correct?
I was, yes.
Yeah. So thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's Dave and I did an afternoon talk show in Kankakee for a while. That was just it was one of those odd stations, and you don't have these anymore, where you have a hodgepodge on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
The morning show was a combination of humor and politics and comedy and like serious comedy and silliness, and then you'd go to I think in the middle
Glenn
of the day.
Beck, wasn't it?
Was it Glenn Beck after that? Okay, so very serious
Hannity
politics
or whatever it was.
and I think somewhere in there Dave Ramsey was thrown in, and I got to tell you, when I used to do an afternoon talk show, it was in between Dave Ramsey and Sean Hannity.
Yeah.
So, and you would prep in the studio for the hour before you get on. And so I would have Dave Ramsey on. And I remember being younger and not really understanding finances in any way, but also having a little bit of common sense, and just felt like everyone calling into Dave Ramsey's show was, Dave, first of all, it was, Dave, how are you? Better than I deserve. It was every single call. So then it was, Dave, I have a problem. Okay, tell me. So I own a home. My mortgage is $1,700 a month. I have a boat that I'm making payments on. I have 3 cars that we're making payments on, and I make $7 an hour. I can't figure out why we're not making it. It was like every call was like that, and then he would go, "Well, listen, what you got to do is get a job delivering pizzas at night." And I'm like, I don't think that's going to cut it, Dave. I'm not a mathematician, but I don't think that's going to make it.
Pizza.
Right? But that said, it's so funny how as you get older, I have become such a fan of Dave Ramsey. And now I've even gone to the point of there's another guy who's, I don't want to say he's the anti-Dave Ramsey. He's just a different kind of budget guy named Ramit Sethi. And he had a show on Netflix, was how to find your rich life. And I combine those two things, and it works really well for me, financial wise. But I remember for a while there, I was like, this is the dumbest show ever. Like, I know everybody.
Dr. Laura of finance.
Yeah. It was that kind of thing. Yeah.
Would it surprise you that I bought his book, The Total Money Makeover?
No.
Would it surprise you that I used my credit card to buy it? True story.
That's fun.
Don't use your credit cards. I need to buy this book.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wasn't quite getting the message at that point.
Listen, but you do eventually, you get it. And I think as you get older, you can see it. You can understand it, how it works.
To tangent terribly, I think one of the things we fail at as parents is instilling good financial sense into our children. It wasn't drilled into us.
Mm-hmm.
The folks who were the boomers who were more of into excess because of all of the scrimp and save World War II years. And, the Clean Plate Club didn't come from overzealous parents wanting to fat you up. They came from the children of the Depression who didn't waste food.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that came from. Mm-hmm. And then you get a little carried away and, well, maybe we got to go on vacation. We need to do more things, because I don't want my kids to not have the things we had.
Mm-hmm.
But we made too many weed stores. We gave them too much opportunity without, great power comes a great responsibility, and we don't drill down that to go along with it. I give you a paper and a typewriter doesn't mean you're going to crank out Shakespeare. We need to train that, and I think that's part of it. And those disciplines, which lead to, I think, a lot of the craziness that we encounter is, and they come from a good place, but we allow ourselves, Hey, if you're paying off a credit card, because of let's use another pizza reference. You bought a pizza in 1974 and you're still paying it off at 27%. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be a financial whiz, but I think I found part of your problem, Bob.
Right. No,
your parents didn't give you enough pizza and love you. What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah.
So it's just wild. And listen to these people call in, and it's like the HGTV of that. It's like, yeah, I make $17 an hour. My wife does crafts, and we want to put a $200,000 addition on the treehouse. Huh?
Right. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think this is working. Yeah.
Well, all right. If you're going to do that, first thing I'd suggest you do is go get some pallets.
Right.
And then get a hammer and then hit yourself in the forehead with it.
Right.
Because you clearly don't get
this. This is not working. Right.
No,
but I, it's funny you talk about that because I keep now talking to my daughter who's in her 20s about like she makes more money now than I ever did near her age, and I'm telling her, listen, I know this is going to sound like it's so far away, but it's not. If you start, and I'll send her videos and be like, watch this. You just have to take this little piece of your check and invest it in these things. It's going to, you're going to have such a neat life at 40. Like that, like it's
building that habit is the hard part,
right?
Because then life gets in the way, and you've got houses and kids and this and that, and oh wait, you got to do something else for the school, and and next thing you know, I'll do it, and wait a minute, you're at the other end of the spectrum, going, what happened? And it ends up going that fast. Anybody who's got a few years on the calendar, they can say. I tell folks, new parents, I'll say, like, those digital frames. You see all the pictures of the kids from the time you met all the way up to I said, life will pass you that fast.
Yeah.
Be prepared for that. And if you could just instill in them to do just a little bit here and don't take away from what's now, but be willing to save a little for the other end, and so much that you wouldn't have to deal with at the other end.
So cool at the end. Yeah. So much. Yeah. Ed says, took me 10 years to pay off my credit cards that I got as an 18-year-old. Yes. Because we weren't taught not to do that. We thought it was free money.
Yeah.
And that's what the credit card companies will do to you.
Yeah.
They'll tell you it's
we
free
went
money.
to a Bulls affiliate night. I wanted the Bulls hat. You had to sign up for the Bulls credit card. I lowballed them. I made $1.75 an hour just because I see if I'd get the hat. I wanted the hat. I got the card.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, all right.
That's not what I want. That's not how I wanted this to work.
I got the hat, but I mean, it'd be cheaper to buy a hat.
That is true. There you go.
We're not enabling you. Would you like some more?
Right.
No, really. Have some more. Have some more. Really.
I know.
It's good.
I know. All right. Let's take a break. We come back and we end on a high note. Nobody go anywhere.
Jasper County REMC reminds you that water and electricity add up to danger. When heavy rains hit, you might not think about electrocution risks, but it should be at the top of the list. Some safety measures to keep in mind include never step into a flooded basement or other room. If water may be in contact with electrical outlets, appliances, or cords. Never try to turn off the power at the breaker box if you have to stand in water. If you can't reach your breaker box safely, call your electric utility to shut off the power at the meter. Make sure outdoor outlets and outlets in wet areas of the home like kitchen, bath, laundry room, and garage are equipped with a ground fault circuit interrupter. These devices can cut off power quickly if there is a problem, so no one gets shocked. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brooke, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services, whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care. Each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab, and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit CI Insurance, the 5-time winner of Best Insurance Agency today, with offices in Rensselaer, DeMont, and Lowell. Or visit online at ciinsurance.com.
Welcome to guided meditation. Close your eyes. You're at the beach. The seagulls are calling. You take out your iPhone 16e you got from Cricket and use Apple Intelligence to clean up that selfie you just took. It's a good one. You send it to your friends instantly thanks to reliable nationwide 5G. They're totally jealous. Get iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line on the Supreme Unlimited plan. First service charge and tax due at sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
All right, it is time for us to wrap things up for another fine, fun day hanging out here in Touhyville. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. But of course, we always end on a high note. I thought this would be a fun one for today. A quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson: "It is one of the blessings of old friends that you can afford to be stupid with them." So I thought that was a fun quote to grab for ending today on a high note. So thank you so much for driving out here and hanging out and doing the show with me. I loved it.
Yeah, having a little bit of radio fix every now and again, it's a great thing, and it's great to bring up the old memories. And folks, you got a gem here in Touhyville. Embrace it and enjoy it, share it, and Cheryl, make sure you turn the volume down when you get back because I got these things blasting.
All right, everybody, thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed listening to the show today as much as we enjoyed doing it. Have yourself just a phenomenal Thursday. We're going to do it all again tomorrow right here in Touhyville. Take care.
This is the Q. 97.7 FM W.